At Sleep Outfitters Outlet, great sleep is a big deal. Save 40 to 60% every day on every Sealy, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic. Queens as low as $249. Customer exchanges, closeouts, and floor samples. Inventory changes daily, so come in for your dream deal today. With no credit needed financing, expert advice, and up to 60% off retail, it's never been easier to get the sleep and savings you deserve. Go to sleepoutfittersoutlet.com for financing details and to find a store near you.
Hello and welcome to BB on Blast with me, Lindsay, and my very special co-host, Gaz. How do you pronounce your name, Gaz?
Not gay.
Gaz.
G-A-Z.
Sister speak, and they were saying they were confused about the name Gaz. Obviously, they don't have the name Gaz in America.
No, they have the name Gay.
So they have...
I think that's G-A-Y-E.
Do they have Gareths?
No, they have Garrett, don't they?
Oh, what?
So what do people called Garrett get called as a nickname?
Is your name Gareth?
Gareth?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know that?
Oh, yeah.
We're Facebook friends and everything. Jesus.
Sister speak and throw me off. I'm confused. Okay.
Not Garrett. Garrett. So that's a strong Welsh name.
It is. I was thinking it's Welsh. I used to go out with someone called Gareth, actually.
Oh.
He had a Lost Prophets tattoo done on his arm shortly before that guy became a paedophile. That's another story. So the way we're doing this is Gaz's idea, and I think it is a good one, is we've not watched The Eviction yet. So,
and we've managed to not be spoilerised throughout.
Right, we've done very well.
Friday and today, like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, that's quite good.
Despite your best efforts, Twitter. But
yeah, people mentioning us.
But we're going
luring us in with things about Christina Aguilera.
But we're going to do the first 2 episodes, then we're going to stop, then we're going to watch The Eviction.
And we're going to rejoice as Gary is saved from the brink in a reverse week shock.
People are going to be laughing at us, though, if that doesn't happen. But it's we thought if we watch it and then Gary does go, the whole podcast is going to be so negative and depressing that we thought we'll at least have a bit of hope while we do this bit, and then we'll be at least halfway happy, right?
Yeah.
And I heard that this week's Big Brother Canada is sponsored by Reversey Percy. Do you know what Reversey Percy is?
From Marks and Spencer's.
That would be a good product placement for Backwards Week, wouldn't it?
Tremendous.
So, we start where we left off last time, which was Arissa calling them all...
Cunts. Calling them all cunts.
Calling them all, as if our Arissa would ever do such a thing.
What a babe.
Hey, Arissa.
Celebrity listeners, friend of the show.
Calling them all down to, what's it called? The bridge. The brick, I nearly said.
Come down to the brick.
To nominate. Now, can you tell me, Gaz?
It was the bridge, yeah.
Why do we have to see Nedda stomping down the stairs again? Arissa explaining the whole thing again. She doesn't just explain it to one person, she explains it to about 12 different people. Why do we have to see 12 different people coming down the stairs? Is this a good use of airtime?
Well, luckily they did speed through about, I don't know, I think I've got this somewhere. This is way into my notes. I've got like a list of how everyone voted somewhere.
Yeah.
They did speed through about 7 of them.
Yeah, but there was still a lot of stuff that they could have cut out, don't you think?
Yeah, I suppose. Telling Big Brother how to use their airtime.
Yes, I am. But didn't you think it might have been
clomp, 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 down those stairs.
Didn't you think it might have been an unfair advantage to those who nominated first? Theoretically, the ones who were left upstairs,
Iker and Gary,
hiding behind a cushion. They could have worked out what was happening if they were smart and put their heads together. But
none of them did.
No,
so
I
they're
know.
not smart.
But theoretically, they could have done. No.
But I don't think anyone would expect that to be coming out of Big Brother Canada because they don't really nominate in that way ever.
No, that's true.
So I don't think they'd even theorise that would be a thing.
Well, they didn't.
No, I think Iker thought she was the only one still at the end there. And they'd all just been like vaporised.
Like, Iker, you have won Big Brother Canada 5. So they showed Nedda in the diary room saying, I want to target Dre and Gary, and those are the 2 names my alliance should be saying too. All right, fucking Pol Pot. What is up with that bitch? Why is she?
Where are you already?
Why is she such a megalomaniac?
What about the intro?
Look, just catch her. Don't act like we're at different points in the night.
What
this
about
is the start? This is the first thing that happened.
What about the intro guy?
What intro guy? Oh, go on then.
Hang on. Oh, I'm on the
God,
wrong. I'm on the wrong episode.
Amateurs.
Top up.
Amateur hour.
Top up the deception grove quickly.
I'm in the right place because I'm a seasoned
I was on
podcaster.
episode 10. I'm sorry.
I'm a professional.
I have got a comment about the intro though.
Yeah, go on. Gaz, I've been told to be nicer to you.
Why?
I have no idea. You don't deserve
People
it.
think you're mean to me, do they?
Yeah, your mum's written in and
Look,
said, can I be nicer?
It's quite difficult because I went through some shit in high school and I lost a lot of confidence
Sad
there.
piano music. Go on.
Right, in the intro, I noticed that the French Connection were given their own little logo by Big Brother.
Ooh la la.
Do you know what it was?
No, what?
It was a fleur de lis.
It was a what?
A fleur de lis.
What's that?
That little French, like, leafy flower
Oh,
thing.
right. I don't even
They've
know what
got
that
their own logo
was.
now.
Wow. They should get like a little frog's legs or something.
The
Racist.
snail.
Go on.
I don't know. I've got something about Cass and Ica, but I don't know what it is.
Okay.
Oh, that's old news. It's when Ica gave Cass a reality check.
Oh, what?
Yeah, no. Oh, yeah, and there was something about... I did spot something about the graphics.
This is backwards week. We're going back a whole another week.
Did you notice that to celebrate backwards week, they, like, scrambled the words of tonight when they came up? It was like THGINOT, and then it flipped into tonight.
Oh, the Odyssey. Such japes.
Noms, sorry. Next.
Yeah, so then we saw them all nominating, and I thought, why is Arissa explaining it all to them again? We're not the people who are backwards. You're backwards, Canada. Some people...
As a nation, or...?
No, just on this programme. Some of the nominations are so stupid. The problem is, Neda's group are all thinking the same way. Nominate Gary and... Yeah, but on the whole, nominate Gary and Dre. Whereas all the, the stragglers... Like, for example, Dre nominated Dylan and Emily. Like, what's the point? No one as a whole is going after them.
So did Gary, though. So it seems like that's sort of like line of thought for that group.
But there's not enough of them thinking the same way to make an impact,
Yeah, no, there's not.
That's the problem. They're not on the same page.
William also, Bruno and Dylan. Like, Bruno. Ugh. Why is William going for Bruno? That's a funny one.
Well, probably because he's an absolute arsehole. That's Bruno, not William.
Don't leave your clothesline around.
And even Emily nominated Gary and Dre. I hate Emily. I hate her. She's so... Oh, God.
Do you know what annoys me about Emily? She thinks that she and Dylan are hilarious.
What?
You can tell they think they're hilarious.
Oh, Dylan should have gone that week that Dallas went. It really upsets me. Oh. I've written Kevin's butt in those trousers hot as he was nominating. Did you notice that? He had very tight grey trousers on.
Yeah, he had a brown belt on. I didn't notice that.
Oh, what? You noticed the brown belt but not the
and
butt?
The butt. Well, sit on top of the butt. Dre said about Cindy, you talk too much.
Oh, yeah. But we don't see her saying that much. Kevin said... Gary is one of my closest allies, and then voted for him.
Kevin is...
I know.
Something's up. Something's up with Kevin. I think we'll come to that later.
And then he said, I'm going to tell people I voted for Karen and Dre.
Yeah.
And if Gary finds out, he's going to be devastated. And I've written cut to them showing it on the screen, which they didn't do, but they might as well have done. And then... Karen
was funny though. Karen got the old comedy music.
Yeah, Dodo music, yeah.
And she was scared to step on the platform because she's seen enough sci-fi music. And she's not music, movies. And she thought that platform was going to vaporise her.
I wish.
And she actually did an audible gulp when she was trying to make a decision.
Don't worry, Karen. They can't afford the CGI to vaporise you. Maybe a bit of dry ice they could pump in there. And then it was Gary and Ica hiding. That was funny, wasn't it? They
were like screaming, like, no, don't come on. Ica's like, don't come on the screen, don't come on the screen. Hello, Ica.
And she goes, where is everyone? And then when she went in the ring to nominate, she was like on her hands and knees screaming.
Yeah, she was like, Big Brother is always doing this to me. Why is it always me? Because I think she thought like it was a shredding all over again. And it was just her that was involved.
Mm-hmm. So I can nominate Dylan and Emily.
Ica's nominations were the most entertaining nominations we've seen in ages.
Yeah, they were.
She was like so adamant it was Dylan and Emily. And she was like, I don't like you. And I especially don't like you.
Yeah, that was good. And then Neda is in the diary room going, we all agreed to target Gary and Dre, so I want to see if my alliance voted together.
Yeah.
It's not together, is it? It's like, I want to see if people...
decided.
Yeah, if people do as I say.
The regime of Neda.
And then Ica said to... Oh, yeah, Neda actually said this to Ica. Then Ica went, oh, no, I voted for Dylan and Emily.
Yeah,
and
and
Neda
her
just
face.
looked at her like...
She was like, what? That was an interruption from Neda plucking her chin hair, I noticed.
Was she?
Yeah.
Ew, gross.
With tweezers. You can tweeze your chin hair. It'll grow back worse, won't it?
Let's not get into my hair plucking. So I once went on Sister Speak, and I thought we were talking off the record about naring, and then they left that bit in. So let's not talk about hair.
They said they were going to edit it out.
Yeah, and they left it in, and I was talking about naring on the toilet. Now I've mentioned it again, but. And then Kevin said that he nominated Dre and Karen, but he got revealed soon after because Arissa told them
how many,
and Karen didn't have any.
He was like, so like that was really weird. How like nervous he got about the whole situation.
Yeah, I know, but he does come across shady because of that, doesn't he?
It's like short of breath when he was like revealing to them that he'd actually voted with them and it was a lie.
Yeah. Guys, I've got to tell you something.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, Arissa came on and blew up Kevin's spot, saying how many people got. Should we not bother saying who got what votes?
No, I can't be asked with
boring,
it.
isn't it? Boring. And then it's a bit like when the Pax brothers went in and Arissa went, "Oh, you two are brothers," even though they just pretended not to be brothers. It's like, Arissa, stop ruining everyone's game already. That was
really pointless though. When they did that,
I know, it was stupid. So Gary found out he got the most noms. Oh, actually, I think Dre got more than him. Dre got 7 and Gary got 6, I put.
Oh, okay.
And Gary said, the only thing that's comforting me now is this chicken sandwich.
And did you notice that he was making that chicken sandwich from a full chicken breast?
I know, Gary eats a lot.
His life is gourmet.
Yeah.
And that is the proof, listeners, right there. Whole chicken breast.
Well, wasn't it out of a bowl or something?
Yeah, he was like he'd marinated it or something.
Wow.
None of that wafer thin. Not for Gary.
Then
Emily asked him how he was feeling and he said he didn't want to talk.
Kevin said he did Karen. No, we said that. Neda was selling out Ica to Cindy, saying she's with Gary, Dre and Dimitri's. And then Ica said in the diary room, Neda is rubbing me the wrong way. I'm not here to bring her to Final 2. That's because you'll be gone way before Final 2. Sorry, Ica. But she will. She can't keep her mouth shut. She needs to just, especially around Neda, she needs to just keep her mouth shut, and she doesn't.
When that was in the storeroom, and then she did those little devil horns at Neda when she walked out.
So then there was Kevin confessing to the room, and they were just, no one really cared, did they? They were like, oh, whatever, Kevin.
Yeah, they all forgave him like that.
Yeah, no worries.
Why is someone thinking Kevin's a bit of a flaky
snake?
Yeah,
snake. Now I've coined a new word.
Have you?
Nedlomaniac. Do you like it?
Yeah, because she fucking is.
So then they had William was crying with Dre. These bullies.
Yeah, he pulled out the B words.
Anything more on that?
I got before that, Dre walked up the stairs and she was like, I didn't even...
Go on, do it.
I didn't even really start playing yet. I didn't even really start playing, guys, and I'm already on the block.
Nice.
And it was I noticed she did it to an empty house.
And then William said Jackie was a liar. I hate Jackie. I don't know who I hate most out of Emily and Jackie. They're both so pointless.
Well, that answers the question I've got for you later.
Oh, okay. We'll come to that. And then William said, Dre in this house, she's my family.
My family. He said, I'm mad, Jackie. You're freaking a liar.
Yeah.
I feel so betrayed, Jackie.
Then I've got the baddies all colluding to get Gary. The baddies.
Who are the baddies? Neda's not.
All colluding to get Gary on slop, and then Gary opened the door.
That was brilliant. And just as Kevin was saying, like, who should go?
Yeah.
And Bruno was like, yeah, we've got to get him on something. He just pushed that door
Gary
open.
just opened the door, like, give them all daggers, and then walked off.
I wonder how much, like, you do here in that house. Because it looks like it's pretty solid, but...
Oh, you know it's all plywood.
Yeah, that's true. And I think... Didn't Tim realise you could hear, like, what people were saying in the next bedroom last year? Yeah, a certain part of the room, you could hear what's going on.
And then someone said Gary is ice cold. I'm not surprised the way he's being treated.
And he's going to be like it all week.
Yeah, he's being treated awful.
I would be too.
So Ica was with Dimitri, Dre and William working out the vote.
Is this what Ica did a stunning speech?
Have you written down the speech?
I got the whole speech.
I have too. Go on. Go on, you do it and I'll correct you if you get it wrong. You got to do it in Ica voice though.
Canada is regretting... That's my Dre voice. You do an Ica voice. What's your Ica voice?
I can't do it. Okay, I'll try, but you need to pick...
It's like Canadian with a twist.
I can't do Ica. I hate them all, William. Canada is regretting giving that little cat lover that thing right now. She's so cocky, it's disgusting. We're going to flip this house upside down. Her power is going to wear off real soon. And when it wears off, I'm coming for that bitch. Go fuck yourself.
You missed the key
line.
line.
Go on, you do it now.
Well, I missed out the bit before Canada was regretting giving that. What was your bit before that?
Cat lover.
Canada is regretting giving that little cat lover that thing right now.
He's doing the arm.
She is cocky. It's disgusting. We're going to flip this house upside down. They're in for a rude awakening, which is the line you forgot.
That's good, yeah, that's good.
Her little power is going to wear off very, very soon. And when it wears off, I'm coming for that bitch. And then she whipped the bed with a towel.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself.
That was such a good speech though, and the music
over
the top of it. And it was so, it was just what we're thinking. It's so good when a person inside the house sums up how you feel outside the house. And it's so rare that it is captured that brilliantly,
and everyone is covering their feelings in this game because they're all in the game, but Ica is someone which actually lets it out how she's properly feeling. And
I like the way she said cat lover, and she sounded so disgusted that she was a cat lover. It was like she was a paedophile. It was just she was just horrified. It was brilliant.
But what's funny is she has seemed close to Neda.
I know.
So was that great gameplay? Because she clearly doesn't like her.
I think they were friendly at first, but I think it's just like us. We like Neda at first, but Neda's just... She's not got HOH-itis. She's got safe till jury-itis, which is even 7 weeks longer. And it's going to annoy you. You're going to rub people the wrong way. If you're evicting everyone and people can't even come after you, it's not fair. It's not an even playing field, so people are going to be annoyed.
And she does act like she's the only one that knows how to play the game.
Yeah.
And she makes Ica feel like a twat for everything she's done, which is not by her rulebook.
She treats everyone like they're her little minions, and they're not. And what I thought at this point was you should have kept Cassandra. If Ica and Gary had kept Cassandra, they'd have her on their side. They could form an army against Neda. But they did Neda's dirty work for her by not keeping her.
Oh.
Annoying.
Wish we could reverse that that business. Then Ica and Demika are in bed. You look like you've got something more to say on this.
It's the same.
I've only written the one line.
Go on.
It's that we hate our alliance. They suck.
That's good, isn't it? I love it.
I hate that alliance now too.
Hating your own alliance is brilliant.
That alliance though, they've got such a grip on this house. Do you think we've got any chance of,
Ica needs to rally. If Ica can save Gary, Demetrius is a strong player. They'd have William. Dre would be gone theoretically. All they need is say one or two others, and there'd be a Karen. They've got Karen. I know she can't win fuck all, but Karen likes
Gary.
She's a
number at least.
Yeah, exactly. They've got enough. They've got enough, but they're not. They can't get their shit together. That's the problem.
It's kind of hanging on Dimitri this week, isn't it?
Very much so.
And Gary is a strong player, isn't it? You would want him on your side.
Definitely. But Ica said in the diary room she was torn between the numbers and the people she actually likes.
Yeah, Ica's got to sort a fucking game out now.
You can't work with people you don't like long term because you're just never going to trust each other.
Exactly. You're doing devil horns at someone in your alliance in the storeroom before you know it.
And Neda doesn't trust Ica either. She's just waiting for a chance to get her out. And Kevin wants to get Ica out as well.
So Ica now might as well cut her losses with the 6 and
just
then
draw the line. Draw the line in the sand.
Well, the lines are being drawn left, right and centre, aren't they?
All Kevin and Bruno do is just kiss Neda's arse 24/7, don't they?
Kevin and Bruno have got no game of their own whatsoever.
No, they're just hiding behind Neda's bloody skirt tails, whatever it's called, coat tails.
Black and Saint hoodie tails.
Yeah, exactly. And then Neda was worrying that Ica's going to tell everyone everything. Everyone knows everything
because if she's
anyway.
backed into a corner, she'll tell everyone.
Everyone knows anyway. And then Neda said she wanted to pretend to still like Ica. So the next thing was Gary said he had dark energy around him.
I love Gary.
But he's not going out that easy.
And then he was getting sexy with an S on Kevin.
Oh yeah, but
on the bed.
But I thought had Gary worked out that Kevin voted for him, because you could theoretically work it out from the numbers, but they never showed.
That's true. They never showed the confrontation about that.
They just showed them cuddling on the bed, and Gary's going, "I'm scared." It was very intimate, that scene, didn't you think?
Yeah, because it was like the hair touching.
Yeah, the grooming.
And like he had his hands on his
Kevin was
chest.
like actually grooming Gary like he's a monkey. Do you know what I mean?
A psychologist would have something to say about that, wouldn't
I am
he?
like Dr. Pam Spur right now. But he was like playing with his hair like.
And he said he hasn't got a friend like Gary in his life.
No, I'm not surprised because he's so backstabbing on his friend.
Who has got a friend like Gary in their life though? Wish I did.
And then Gary was going, oh, but what will I do the next week and the next week? And Kevin was like, step 1, win the veto. And then Gary said, I got rid of Cassandra to help you. Gary, you should have kept Cassandra.
Did he? Was that the reason that he
Gary
tried?
didn't
I
get
don't
rid of
think that
Cassandra.
was.
I didn't think that either.
But I've got like, I want to discuss Kevin's gameplay here because I feel like he just pulls at people's emotional heartstrings.
Yeah, he does.
Doesn't he? Like
all the gay men in the house.
Yeah, gay guys.
Yeah.
And I don't like it. I think he's playing a very
surprised.
devious game.
He's coming after your people.
Get off my people. But I think maybe he is one of my people.
Oh, Kevin.
Yeah, when he was saying what he was saying about his relationship with Gary in the diary room, he was like, "We have a great vibe. We have a greatness. No, we have a great energy."
What about the dark energy, though?
It's he said it's tough to put a number on it or quantify it. Why is he saying that? Is he having doubts about his sexuality?
Probably talking about his sexuality spectrum, isn't he?
I think he is.
You know about these bisexuals, though, Gaz? Remember what Christopher Biggins said?
Oh, yeah, scourge of the modern world.
Obviously, we don't agree with that.
Because AIDS is a bisexual disease. Not our views.
No. Go see Christopher Biggins if you've got an issue with that. So then, what else? Oh, God. Where am I? I've put, seems like Kevin doesn't want Gary out, only stupid Nedda does. That's just my own notes there. And then Dimitri and Iker were under the covers while Gary was trying to sleep.
Yeah.
That was very BBUK, wasn't it?
It reminded me of Kamal chucking a glass of water.
At least somebody got wet tonight.
Over Maxwell and Saskia. It was quite like that. And Gary did seem to throw a pillow at Iker with some force.
But did you notice Gary was sharing a bed with Bruno?
Yeah, I know.
That was interesting.
And then decided to drag Bruno out of bed to talk alone in the middle of the night. Now, actually, we don't know what time that was because Big Brother Canada never tell us, but I would like to have known what time that was that Gary thought it was reasonable to pull Bruno out of bed to talk about his alliance.
And Gary goes, does this group want me or Dre out? And Bruno's like, what group?
Pull the other one, Bruno, you fucking dick.
Like, you know the group, Nedda's bitches, that's what I call them. And then Bruno's like, oh, I'd love to help you stay here. Yeah, whatever.
I've written Bruno equals shit game player.
I know, but on this other podcast I listened to, they're always like, oh, Bruno's such a good game player. He's a bunch of crap.
He's not.
Who's
saying that about him?
Jordan Parha.
Oh.
Cindy's ex-boyfriend. So then it was the veto. Gaz, I don't like it backwards week. I don't like things being all in the wrong order because I realise one of my favourite things about BBUS and BB Canada is the structure.
Formulaic nature.
Yeah, the structure.
You know what's coming next. You feel secure.
You know what's coming. You know when, it's the veto tonight, it's nominations, it's HOH.
Well, how do you think they fucking feel then on the inside?
I know, because they didn't even tell them what was coming up, did they?
No.
But I felt cast asunder by it. I didn't like it at all.
Also, Arissa, when she called them, she was still wearing that dress that we like with the feathers
that
on it.
As well.
She'd been stuck in that studio. Like...
Are you sure? Don't rewrite history.
It's backwards week.
Hey, Arissa.
She was still in that studio with those people.
Know,
She'd been
weird.
kept in there for days on end. Lock the doors.
Hostage situation. It's like the Jonestown massacre.
What is that?
It's where we make them drink all the Kool-Aid.
I have to Google this one later.
With poison in. Come on, Gaz.
Is it real?
Yeah.
Ouch.
It's like a cult. We can do the conspiracy podcast later. Right, so...
Premium.
Now, we never saw the veto pic, but they said go online. So
They did, yeah. It was like that electric shock cask that was only on the app.
I thought, who's going to go online and watch that? I suppose it's just to say it wasn't a fix, right? That's why.
Yeah, probably. But Gary listed them out in the diary room really helpfully, so...
If they'd not spent all that time showing people clomping down the stairs for the second
You could have seen that pic. To be fair, you could have edited that pic together within probably 5 seconds.
Yeah, exactly.
Because there's only 5 names to say.
Mm-hmm. So, Gary said he wanted to visualise the power of veto being his. Little did he know it was a spelling competition.
Wait. I want to talk about the whole theme of this POV first, which was called Highway to Spell.
Was it?
Why the fuck, when they're in space on the Odyssey, did it have like a 1930s mobsters theme? Bruno was dressed as like a British policeman with a cape on from the past. I thought it was complete nonsense. Did you think that?
Good point. Did not think that, but you're right.
However...
Yeah, they didn't even go into space until, like, the 60s.
Exactly. But then I suppose the bulk is a prehistoric thing. But, like, they'd spent a lot of money on that task. Like, those cars and stuff. They've made all of that for that task. Like, you can't buy that thing.
Yeah.
It's a lot of effort.
What thing?
That car thing with a road and, like, letters at one end and, like, a platform at the other.
I know, it's just spelling. They could just have them, like, write it on a piece of paper.
Yeah, or get it out of a crater or something.
It wasn't even sponsored by anyone, was it?
No, well, it looked like it was sponsored by Rolls-Royce, but...
Come on, Big Brother Canada, we want product placement with all of our competition. They had very tight waistcoats on, I noticed.
Those costumes, whatever they make them wear in a task, they're always a little bit like sexy, aren't they?
Yeah, they're always a little bit too tight.
A lot of thigh on show.
Whatever. Remember that if you ever go into Big Brother, tell them you're a size up from what you are, because I think they always give you a size down.
That's the point.
Yeah.
When I was applying for Big Brother, I had to write down all of my measurements for my head, my arms, the circumference of your head.
Oh wow.
Your legs, your shoe size.
That's when they make you wear a crown just before they kick you out the next week.
Yeah, and they do all of that before they've even decided if you're anywhere near what they want you to put in.
No, never tell them the truth. Don't tell them the truth. They can't handle the truth. So there was a bit of a twist on this from the normal spelling competitions. Okay.
Was there?
Yeah.
What was it?
Because normal,
they set the number of letters.
Yeah,
per
and
round.
you had So your strategy was to save your longest word till last.
Oh yeah, and you had
it?
a limited number of consonants and vowels that you could use throughout the task.
So you had to just throw away your shit letters first, basically, that was an added element of strategy to it, wasn't it?
More tricky.
Now, do you remember, Gaz, on BBUS when someone spelled out the word technotronics?
No, but...
You're not a true fan, are you?
I thought that was something to do with that task with the TV thing with Luke S. What was that called again? Barbell Media, sorry.
Someone once spelled out technotronics and it was disallowed on BBUS.
Isn't that a brand name?
Yeah, it's like a song, isn't it? This beat is technotronics.
That's some shit electronic brand.
No, that's Technic.
No. Did you notice what the first 3-letter word was that a lot of people had spelled?
Pot.
Which... Go on.
Bruno said there's a lot of fans of pot in this house.
Yeah, now, this brings me on to a news story that I saw a couple of weeks ago. And I keep forgetting to bring it up.
Brace yourselves, guys. Culture.
Now, I read that Canada is poised to legalise marijuana.
Yes.
But we all have, like, a very well-known housemate in our lives who makes a living in, like, a pot cafe, doesn't she?
Sarah Hanlon.
Yeah. So, how is that possible if it's not legal in Canada yet? Tell me that. She's
just a plain old drug dealer.
She didn't want it going in a VT.
That's a good point. I don't understand that.
I don't understand it
I know
either.
they do have cannabis cafes in Canada, so...
Maybe there's some parts of Canada
Because the Ginger Ninja works in one as well, apparently.
Oh, does he?
So I heard. I know too much.
They're all at it. Life after Big Brother.
Then it started snowing. It was quite a good task, actually, all the snowing in space, I know.
No, what I was going to say about that snow,
yeah.
Like, I've experienced that snow before because I went to Hong Kong Disneyland at Christmas and it don't snow in Hong Kong, but they make it snow.
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
I know.
Oh, CGI.
They played like, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. And then this foam started coming out.
Wow.
Because they sprayed it from on top of the buildings. Now, that's not cold because it's foam.
Oh.
Nedda was moaning her cobs off, saying that cold was her kryptonite.
Wow, well, we know what Spencer Pratt's kryptonite is, don't we?
BBUK.
Remember that, though. Remember that cold is her kryptonite. Maybe we can get her down the line somehow with
lock her in a freezer.
Big Brother, make a note. Ted. Speaking of Ted, we actually got a question this week. Someone asked me, Laurie, who's the only person who emails me about our podcast,
Hi, Laurie.
said, where did Ted originate from? I feel like you know about Ted. Is Ted a real person?
my impression has always been, through your podcast, that Ted is a genuine producer of Big Brother USA.
Yeah, that was it. Because I've forgotten. Actually, you should really ask this question to James's podcast, because he actually invented it. But still.
It's a bit like Dr. Gareth from BB UK, who is a fabled character, a fabled person who we know works on the show, and we know him by name because we hear him mentioned in the show, right?
And on BBUS they have Dr. Ottoman, that's their doctor. Ted is just like, he's basically like just the producer who tells you what to do, and he gives you the cue cards to read, and like what Ted wants,
he's
Ted
basically
gets.
your Erin.
Yeah, it's like when it's a fix, Ted does it. So Ted's not really, he might be a real person or he might not, but he's moving things around to make it how he wants to be. Although he's not doing a very good job this year. Come on, Ted.
You don't hear of many people called Ted, though. He must be an old boy, mustn't he?
I've forgotten the origin for Ted, but anyway,
It's funny that you're asking me about your own podcast references.
I know, because I thought that you knew if there was a real Ted for some reason. I don't know why.
I just assumed there was, to be quite honest.
I feel like there was, but I've forgotten. So anyway, I hope that's cleared that up.
Well, no, but...
Now Dre made a fatal error.
Did she?
You never do this. She decided what word to spell out and then tried to look for the letters. Never ever do that.
How did you know that? Because she said it out?
She said it. You never do that. Because someone goes, I'm going to spell out this word. No, you need to work with the letters you've got. Because what if you haven't got one letter from that? You're fucked.
Maybe it's a language issue.
Well, that's a good
William
question.
struggled. William was like not even sure if auntie was a real word.
It's a good question. It is unfair, isn't it, to have...
yeah, but like, if you're... What are you going to do? Give them French words? Like, that's not right either, because that's like racism or whatever. So if
that's
you're...
not racism. That's the opposite of racism.
Whatever, I don't know. Singling them out because they're a different language speaker. But like, if you apply for a predominantly English language version of a show and you don't come from that as your mother tongue, then that's your lookout.
Oh, you sound a bit like some UKIPper. Anyway, you're right. Canadian people can't spell either, because Emily spelled out casty.
Oh, yeah.
To put that in a sentence, Emily should not have been casty. I tweeted that.
That was good.
I was pleased with that myself.
I think you're going to say her example then. I was like, why are you quoting Emily? Just stop that.
I'm just insulting her. Pleased with my own jokes.
What about when Gary lost his A?
On the floor?
Yeah.
Oh, God, it was
in the
so
dry
tense.
ice, wasn't
it? Was like,
I was like,
God,
Gary!
I know. And then he got it just...
He's like, I'm breaking shit.
But then it was only like, he was a letter off, wasn't he? It was meant to be 6 letters and his was only 5.
As in today I suck or something.
And then, I
hated the result of this task.
Gary said, I think he spelled out the word sure. And then
like,
he said, I'm sure I'm going to win this veto. And then Neda rolled her eyes.
Did she get an eye roll sound
Neda,
effect?
you need to sort out your fucking eye rolling, because your eyes are going to fall out if you keep doing that. And I hope they do, so you can never design another hoodie ever again. I hope Black and Saint's share prices have gone through the floor.
No, actually, that's the point. When you told me about Black and Saint on like the first podcast that we did, I was quite interested in that brand. I looked at it and I thought, they're quite cool. Now, I don't want to buy the shit that she's pushing because I'm fucking sick of looking at her.
If you buy Black and Saint, you're basically supporting racism. Because she wants Dre out, she wants Gary out, she wants Cassandra out. She's a bit foreign.
She's a Persian as well.
Yeah. Exactly.
She hates her own people.
Exactly. Neda hates herself. That's the problem. It was today Gary was trying to spell out and he dropped his A, and I've put my heart can't take it. And then I've put Gary can't count to 6. Fuck.
I think he just struggled with the pressure of having a limited number of letters left, maybe.
Kevin had a good word.
Risen. With 2 S's.
Risen.
And as it came up, as he said it out, Dylan was sat on the bench nodding like, good word.
And then Kevin...
You dick cunt.
And then Kevin was like, what? Oh, 1S. Yeah, 1S. I thought you were meant to be intelligent. And then William had lessery. also a made-up word.
I can't believe you've written down all the words.
Because I like the made-up words. They're funny. And then Neda, fucking bitch, came up with underlit.
Intelligent cow.
Yeah, underlit is a good word, actually. That's a good trick on the quiz show Pointless when they have the word round. You always got to get those, the adjuncts, like the ing or the er or the
Okay, line them up.
Yeah, you've got to
see what you can pair it with.
and then you can just add other things to it. So,
well, she had actually prepared under.
Yeah, unders are good because you can add that to a lot of things. Underwear, underpants,
underside, undercarriage. No, 2 words.
Yeah, no, that's
really?
1 word, I think. Risky, but
they'd have enough letters as well. Undercarriage.
But Neda had the right idea there.
And then, I mean, this is actually from the next episode, but it's part of the same task. So I'm going to say.
I know what you're going to say.
Dre says to Gary, "What is underlit?" And Gary kind of does a face like, "I don't know."
Yeah.
And then they edit it in like a candle.
That was sad, wasn't it? Yeah, I think the spelling is unfair. It's unfair on foreign people and it's unfair on thickos. There you go. That's how it goes. So then Gary was in the diary room crying about saying he was going to go home. He said, "I want to stay and get the respect I deserve by playing a good game." But I thought he has played a good game. That's why Neda's after him, because he's played a good game.
But is it that he's played a good game this time, or that he's played a good game in the past, which is why he's being targeted? Because arguably, if he'd played a better game, he wouldn't be on the block.
Ooh. Yeah, you're right. I think it's just that Neda can't control him, so she wants him out, isn't it?
You've given Neda too much power, Canada.
Yeah, you.
Yeah, you're responsible for it.
Who's responsible? You fucking are. That's a song by the Manic Street Preachers. Right.
Ica was giving Gary the straight talk. Now, Ica's like the fucking Grim Reaper. When Ica tells you you're done, you know you're in trouble. Like,
that's true, actually, yeah. No, really, I mean it. You're going home.
You don't have the numbers.
It's true. It was like almost exactly the same as that conversation she had with
Cass,
Cassandra.
yeah.
And Gary was like, gay.
Gay.
Nearly.
It comes back. What's his name? Gay? Honestly.
Well, he is gay, and so are you. And you've got names that begin with GA, so it's confusing.
Yeah. I don't call myself Gaz Glitter, though.
Gary said, "My gut tells me Dre is going to go and not me." And Ica's like, Gary's in denial.
He is, though.
And she's like, "No, they're targeting you, but he doesn't want to listen."
I think that should be the next POV, in denial, and it could be an Egyptian theme for POV.
That's good, that's good. And then Gary said, "I'm not giving up. It's Big Brother Canada, and I'm not going out without a fight, stroke twist."
That's what Cass said too. Look where he got her.
Also, did you notice this? And I kind of found this out in another podcast, but it was last week, so I'm not spoilerising ourselves. The fact that it was backwards week.
Yeah.
Normally, the person on the block would have at least had a chance to play an HOH. Gary and Dre didn't even get a chance to play an HOH. So it's doubly unfair. Isn't that bad?
That's true, because they should have been able to win it and save themselves.
But they didn't. They never got that chance.
Big Brother, your rules are fucked.
Fix. So why is Big Brother doing this twist that helps like the majority of the house and doesn't help the underdogs? It's well unfair.
We don't know what's happened in tonight's episode. I've got a feeling that there is more to Backwards Week than we know, and there might be another twist. I can't tell you what it is. I'm not sure. I haven't worked out. I'm not that clever. But I think there's something else.
Yeah, I hope so. And then it's not a fair fight at all, because Neda is the best player in the house. She's been given immunity. Then she gets this Backwards Week, which also helps her. It's like, what more do you want to give? You might as well just give Neda the money and she can fucking go, just like Helen Wood. A joke. In fact, Neda is worse than Helen Wood at this stage.
Neda's coming a bitch, but I don't think she's a despicable human like Helen Wood. Nellen Wood.
Wow, that's debatable. Then I put on Twitter, Neda's a cunt. And then someone started arguing with me about it, going, "There's no need for that language." And I said...
Was it an old person?
Yeah, it was some old guy. And then he went, "Oh, Ike has been a right bully this week." And I was...
Bully is a stronger word than cunt in Big Brother.
Yeah. And I just thought, why are you having this conversation with me? Just go away.
Did you block him? Is he a zombie to you?
I just didn't reply because I thought, don't start on Ike or we are going to go at it. I put, if we're stuck with Emily, Dylan and Bruno at the end, I will kill myself.
I think I'll have a hard time watching if that happens.
It's awful. Okay, so
they won't though. They won't. It won't be them.
So now we're on. It's not the next episode. I feel like it's the next episode because it's the end of that veto, but it's not because it's Backwards Week and it's confusing.
It is the next episode.
Is it?
No, it's where the episodes broke.
Oh, fuck.
Episode 10.
Well, I can't be expected to know everything. So Gary was slumped on his bed in his dressing gown. Now, we'd love a dressing gown on Big Brother.
Hang on. I've got an intro bit now. Now you are missing my intro bit.
Jesus.
It's where the intro guy said, "Will a not so secret slop vote mean the end of Demika?" No, I didn't know in Canada they were doing couple names.
Yeah, what do you think? They're backwards or something? Backwards country.
I like that, Demika.
Yeah, I liked it.
And I'm a big fan of Demika. They're my favourites.
I like Dimitri and Ika, I know.
I want them to actually get it on.
I do too, but he's such a little... He looks like he could be one of her sons, don't you think? He looks so much younger than her.
What is the difference there?
I don't know, but he
Ika's
looks
32.
young.
He must be what? Is he 24?
He looks about 20. He don't look old.
No, he's older than 20.
Okay, well, he looks small and young.
Small, he's big.
Yeah, but he looks short though. So Gary was slumped on the bed in his dressing gown and he said, "All of my options have been expunged." That's a long word for Big Brother, isn't it?
I had to Google expunged. I thought Gary had made it up. I like it.
It's lucky you've got one intellectual on the podcast at least, listeners.
Good for Gary on knowing expunged, I thought. He couldn't spell 6-letter words.
It's a good word.
In fact, is it a 6-letter word? Expunges.
Like, that would have been a good one.
No, it's not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, 7.
And Gary said, "I would not go after Neda out of respect that she's made it so far. But as for her friends, pluck, pluck, pluck. They all gotta go." Pluck, pluck, pluck. Quack. And then, this was when they did the veto ceremony, right?
Yeah.
And Dre said, "If I don't feel like laughing, I don't laugh." Oh,
but
yeah.
Dre said
go on.
last week that she's doing all this fake laughing and fake smiling. So she's obviously changed her tune on that one.
And she come after Gary.
Yeah, with a very strong worded speech.
I felt like we were missing...
Do you want to do it?
Yeah, but we were missing something here, weren't we? Why did she come after Gary like that?
Well, I was a bit confused. Maybe it wasn't aimed purely at Gary.
Yeah, it was.
But Gary does have the most makeup on, so...
I only got one line out of the speech. Have you got more?
Yeah, I got the whole lot.
Oh, go.
"I think it's safe to say, if I don't feel like laughing, I don't laugh. And if I don't feel like smiling, I don't smile. At least that way, you know where I stand. House guests, don't be fooled by the pretty faces and the smiles. Just because you wear a lot of makeups, it doesn't make you a genuine person."
Wow.
And Gary went,
Makeups.
"Low blows." Makeups with an S.
I like that.
Makeups with an S.
Did you write down Gary's speech? Because I only wrote down one line of it as well.
I've just got, "I'm genuine. I like to play this game alone.
That's not how Big Brother works.
And I only come after people who come after me."
You can't play Big Brother alone. On our one you can, but not on Canada.
This one you can't, no.
You need an alliance.
Yeah, but he was just saying that as a smokescreen.
Oh, but Ika didn't think that.
No, she got knickers in her twice.
And then Neda goes, "I'm not using the veto because I want to respect the House's nomination."
What a load of utter bullshit. Fuck you, Neda.
I want to respect my own nomination.
Exactly. How about because I want Gary out?
Yeah.
How about some fucking real talk, bitch?
Pretending it's nothing to do with her. Yeah, okay, mate.
And she also was like, it's kind of for the good of the house because we've all nominated 2 people already and that was hard enough and we don't want to go through it again. Fuck off, Neda.
Boo-hoo, cry me a river.
Like, if you're going to fucking ruin the game, at least, like, give us some entertainment as well. You might as well just bring it.
Yeah.
Tell them, I want Gary out.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then...
Bullshit.
Dre said something about removing the negative energy. I think that was about... What?
I'm just remembering her doing this, like, finger clicks over
That's
her head
true.
and then, like,
that.
getting rid of the energy.
And then Neda said, "He's the worst. He's such a snake," about Gary.
Yeah, he's actually the worst. Like,
no, you're the worst. Gary's entertaining and you're boring and annoying. And then Gary said to Ika, this was in the storeroom.
Go on. after they'd found out that Gary had been nominated, Jackie went up to him and said, "Your makeup looks really good." The only thing Jackie's on at
Jackie's so pointless. Oh, God. Although she has got lovely hair. So then Gary and Ika in the storeroom, he's like, "Do you think I was shady?" And Ika's like, "Yes, but whatever." Good old Ika. And then Gary said, "Your loyalty is to Dre, not me, for some reason." And then Ika said, I would have laid down my life for you, but after hearing you want to work alone, I don't want to.
Yeah, I don't want to ride or die for someone who's literally for themselves.
Mm-hmm. And then Gary's like, oh, I'm just saying that for attention.
Is he, though? Do you think Gary's got Ika wholeheartedly? Because I didn't quite believe him in that storeroom chat, did you?
But who has he got? It's true, he does play alone. He doesn't really...
Karen now?
That's not much help, is it? Is it, though? And then she's like, so you're blocking the door so I can't leave? I hate seeing Gary like that. That really upset me. He looked like he was going to cry. It was awful.
You don't want to see Gary down.
No, it's awful. And then this fucking slop thing made it 100 times worse.
He's come back before, though.
True.
Guess he can do it again.
True. So, right, my notes on the slop thing weren't that great.
Slop vote 2017.
Have you got good notes? Because I was a bit drunk when I watched this.
I've got quite a lot of notes for this, okay. So let's see how we go. Nedda, I've put that she was actressing with her face for the whole thing. Like, when they were talking about slop, she was, like, twisting up her face and, like, and I didn't really believe it. But basically, I can't believe a single fucking thing that bitch does now. I noticed that the podium that it had to stand behind looked a little bit like it was made out of old contact lenses.
I did not notice that. That's good. I'll look out for that.
So they all had to basically this slop vote. Yeah, if you didn't see it, don't bother watching it. We'll just tell it for you now. It was hosted by Karen. Now,
I love Karen.
I quite liked Karen as this host. She really pissed me off last time she did a task. She was like hamming it up and doing loads of yelling. She was getting right on my nerves. But she was a bit more demure with this one.
Demure, that's not the first word I'd use to describe Karen.
And I thought she looked really nice as well.
Okay.
She had like curled hair and she had a nice red top on. But anyway.
When you cast your vote, think of your mother.
Yeah, she was trying to get them to not vote for her. Cindy was an S, did say, I did think of my mother, but Karen's not my mother.
Yeah. No, she's like, I hate my mum, basically.
No, she didn't.
No, it was something, it was like, you don't know my mother, as in, like, I would give my mum
I did think of my mother, but you're not my mother.
I thought she said, but you don't know my mother, as in, I don't get on with my mum, so fuck
Maybe
you.
It could be.
Basically, they have to give most tokens to the person they want to put on slot.
Yeah, and everyone got a chance to sort of campaign behind that podium for why they shouldn't be voted for. So, yeah, we see in front of them loads of boxes. They've each got a name on. I don't know how many tokens they got each to
10,
put in. Maybe like 10. So they were led to believe that they were going to be doing their slop voting in secret. But the real task...
You should have known better.
So, actually, I have noted that Emily did quite a good speech. Before that, though, Gary said, my life really is gourmet.
Again.
Emily said, let us bring justice to the never have been have-nots. Oh, that's quite good.
Yeah, that is good, yeah.
I put Dimitri's looked super hot with his hair down in the diary room.
These are the kind of notes we need.
When he said, slop is no joke.
What was interesting, I thought, I didn't write down who did who, but I should have really, because it affects the overall strategy. Seeing who voted for who, it's kind of... draws the line in the sand, doesn't it, of who likes who and who doesn't. Like, a few of them got proper called out on it, didn't they?
And I was calling this Big Brother BB Can does shit stir task.
Yeah,
because
true.
It really did sort of like highlight who had got it in for each other, and it wasn't necessarily about alliances anymore. It was about personal
beef, yeah.
And people did take it personally, and some ugly sides came out, I thought.
Yeah, well, like Ika with Jackie, she's like, I'm like gonna nominate you, like whatever, wasn't it? Go on.
I like don't like your like shady like ass, and please bring me a fiery side. She's waiting for you. And then she threw a double finger, like two fingers up each hand. Shing!
Wow.
Blood out, obviously.
That is very rude.
BB Can is a PG rated.
I hope so. What would Oreo say?
I thought that Gary's season 1 slop strop came back to haunt him here, didn't it?
Yeah.
Because they were piling on the tokens on
Emily
Gary.
put all of hers on Gary.
That's a
fuck you, Emily.
Big move from a very small player.
Yeah, from a pointless fucking seat filler is what she is.
Shouldn't have been casty.
When Gary did give Nedda some, he said, it's not my fault you're thin. Probably is, because you're probably eating all of her food.
So I suppose that in Nedda's speech, he probably went, please don't put me on, I'm thin. Please don't put me on slop because I'm thin, right? Because I don't know why Gary would go at her for her like shape otherwise.
And then Neda was like, oh, I don't feel bad. You rub food on people's faces when they have nots. Why did we not see that? Neda actually turned proper nasty there. Like,
Really
she
nasty.
seemed like proper mean.
I don't like that girl.
That was when I tweeted she's a cunt. She came across really mean. And Gary looked really upset.
Yeah, he was.
Like, he got 48 cookies and he wept.
Yeah, that was a landslide.
And when it was revealed that he got the 48, Neda, like, did this smile. It was like the most evil smile I've ever seen. It was like a Bond
She was
villain.
relishing in that.
Yeah.
My regret about... I mean, it was fucking brilliant when Karen goes, however, this is backwards week. And then Gary's face kind of goes a bit like,
it
hang
went
on a
from sad
minute.
to like... But then Gary was like, it's backwards week, bitches.
So basically, originally, it would have been, by the most votes, it would have been Gary, Kevin, Jackie, and Karen that were on slop. But as it turned around, it meant that it was Bruno, Dimitri's, William, and Emily. Now, I just wish it would have been Neda.
I do
But she
too.
got 2, and I think the rest of them all had none.
It's like on BBUK that year when they decided everyone who was up for nomination, everyone who didn't get a vote, that's who will up for nomination. Do you remember?
Which one was that?
That was when they brought in the glittery toilet roll of doom in the back garden.
Oh shit,
It
and
was
that put 4 and 4
people,
out as well.
It was like, bye, you're up for nomination. It's like, hold on, that's not how
Come on,
nominations
no.
work. It's like, what?
Fix.
It's like, whatever, we'll just do whatever we want now. Rule book? What rule book?
So now we've got a scene of Bruno.
Oh my god. Hold on, William was crying as well about being on.
William
He's
was being
skinny.
a little woofter. Fuck off.
That's a gay person using that expression.
Stop being a crybaby about it. What are you crying for? Like, what? Why was he crying, do you think?
I don't know.
Because he felt like maybe he thought people didn't like him, or he can't cope in that room, or...
No, people did like him. He didn't get any slop cookies.
Oh, fuck, yeah, he got none. So he's crying because it got turned around. That's a real sour, like, gameplay.
Yeah,
that.
everyone likes you. Oh, boo.
Yeah, everyone likes you, so they didn't vote for you, and now you're crying about it.
But Bruno.
Now, Bruno showed a different side to himself when he went full Alex Reid on a pile of clothing.
It's not Alex Reid, it's Jay McRae.
And Jamie. I likened it more to Alex Reid taking out the snowman.
Yeah, but that was... The Tree of Temptation told Alex Reid to do that.
That was a task, yeah, that's
Jay
true.
McRae was actually
I forgot about
genuinely
that.
angry because Harry had ordered the 500 bananas and Jay McRae didn't get his protein powder, so he went out into the garden and beat the shit out of a pillow. It was like
yeah,
that.
he did take the pillow into the garden.
Yeah.
Now,
And then on bots they had the pillow going, oh, don't hurt me. God, the things I remember and the things I don't remember, it's quite a worry,
you're right
really.
to liken it more to Jay McRae
I know
then,
I
because
am.
of a reaction about food.
I'm a Big Brother historian,
off.
fucking super fan, whatever.
Part time.
But what did those clothes ever do to Bruno? Do you think they were even his clothes that he was kicking the shit out of?
Oh, they were honking, my love.
Do you think he should get a warning for that? Those poor
I
clothes.
was going to say that.
Yeah.
But do you think he should have a turn
Aggressive.
of aggression?
Very aggressive.
Very aggressive.
Bruno is only 33.
Yeah, that's why his hair's falling out, because he's got that much aggression in him.
He is younger than me. How is that possible?
Looks like your granddad.
And they did sound effects when he was kicking the washing as well.
Did they?
Yeah, I love the sound effects. I don't know what it was. Like, or what, I don't know. And this was when Dimitri's and Ica fell out as well. What was Ica upset about? Oh, because he said something about sharing a bed with her or something.
But he said he pretended, because he was showboating, basically. He was making TV. Heaven forbid.
You like good TV? I'm getting more wine. You need to fill.
Okay, so basically, during the whole Slop Vote 2017, Dimitri took one of his tokens and he sort of like hovered it over Ica's box.
Who
Not that box. Ballot box. And
Slop box.
and it's gross.
Slop.
She has had 3 kids.
Yes!
Was it 2?
That's it. Go on.
And he hovered it over the box and he said, I love seeing Ica in misery. And sort of pretended to vote for her. And then he went, but I also like sharing a bed with Ica. So then he didn't vote for her. Now, Ica took issue at the fact that he'd been like using her, I don't know, for entertainment value, and felt that he was making her look stupid in front of Canada. Which I think was a load of bullshit. Like,
I think she thought he was making light of the fact that he shares a bed with her and he's just doing it for like a game purpose.
So basically, I like to share a bed with her, but really that's just it.
Yeah. But actually, he was just doing a joke and he didn't really mean anything by it.
I felt sorry for Demika here, but then I'm always on his side.
I know, but she likes to treat him mean, keeping keen sort of thing, doesn't she? She does though, doesn't she?
What about when William was upstairs crying on that sofa?
Yeah.
And Ika came up to him, and because he was crying, she was like, "Look, I didn't want to put you on slop, right?"
Yeah.
And then Jackie walks by. Is that where we're at?
I don't have this, but carry on.
And she goes, "But we all know who I wanted to put on slop."
Yeah.
As Jackie goes by.
Yeah.
And she goes to him, "I do not like her. She's fake." I like that we see that Ika really dislikes people.
She also said, "I wanted her to be in the peasant room so bad." In the peasant room. I like that.
And William kind of like looked at her as if he was like, "I know I should be agreeing with this, but I'm not quite sure if I should."
I like the fact that have-nots should just be called peasants from now on. It's good.
The rich side and the poor side.
Yeah.
It is like that, but it's every week, isn't it?
It is like that.
If it was BB Kid, it'd be on chickpeas.
So then Jackie's so wet.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
At high school I was bullied and blah, blah, blah. Why do you think she's bullied? For being ginger?
Yeah, of course it was. We all know kids are cruel to gingers.
And then Cindy said, "Trust me, if you go home, you'll get really bored."
Yeah, that was weird.
I thought, hold on, but Cindy didn't even go home. She went to Jury House and boshed off Jordan Parham. So it's like, you didn't get bored.
Now I've got a question.
Go on.
Do you think that Big Brother will have a go at Ika for bullying Jackie?
Has she been bullying Jackie?
But it's like the old, bullying. like
bully card.
Like when Aaron got his willy out.
Morgan.
Aaron threw.
Oh yeah.
On Joel. Joel?
Yeah.
His name Joel.
Yeah.
And Joel cried in the diary room about it, and that's why Aaron was evicted. Do you think because Jackie's crying in the diary room about Ika's behaviour, Big Brother has a duty to address it?
No, fuck that. What has Ika actually done? Nothing. I think she has done stuff actually on the live feed. We don't know about that. We're in our own little bubble.
We're in
we
our
like
edited
Ika.
highlights bubble.
Yeah.
I
we
love
like
Ika.
it.
Really?
We like it that way.
What have you heard she's done on the live feed?
Also, Ika's one of those. It's like on BBOTT when Jason Roy was getting so much shit for like all the abusive stuff he was saying, and everyone hated Jason Roy. I'm like, I just like Jason Roy, and I don't care what he says to anyone. Some people like they can do what they want, and I don't care.
If you like them,
it's like with Eminem. People go, "Oh, how can you like Eminem when you're a feminist?" It's like, I don't give a fuck.
Off. It's all like tongue in cheek.
Eminem's like homophobic, sexist, everything. I don't care because he makes me laugh.
Me neither. I like it.
My morals is like, oh, can you make me laugh? I'll say what you want then. I don't care. I'm morally bankrupt.
Everyone's like that, aren't they?
I know, but some people like proper get on your case about it. It's like, okay, I'm a hypocrite.
Yeah, that's the same people that say that that's a waste of food in the meat top.
Yeah,
mystery meat is a waste of food.
Do-gooders, fucking vegans, fuck off.
So I had a question written down for you here, and I think you might have already answered it actually. Do you feel sorry for Jackie?
No, I hate her. It's boring. I feel sorry for myself that she's even on there.
I feel sorry for Big Brother for having wasted place on her. Do you know what, Big Brother? Get harsh. Realise that you put some deadwood in there and just pop her out the back door.
Do a poll. Get the toilet roll in. We'll ship it over. Get rid of all the deadwood.
Put her in an escape pod.
Yeah.
Pop her off the observation deck.
Cannon. That's the poop deck. Put her down a black hole.
So during that Cindy discussion,
yes,
she it spliced it in with her in the diary room, and she goes, "Jackie, you said you wanted the full experience of the Big Brother Canada house, and getting shade thrown at you by Miss Ika Wong, that is a privilege, and you should just embrace it." Now, I'm inclined to agree with Cindy with an S here.
It's like, it's offensive, but it's actually true.
Like, as if Ika Wong is wasting her time on you. That is a privilege.
It's wrong, but it's true.
It's not right, but it's okay.
Hold on, I've got Bruno is cross.
Was this when they were in the bog?
He said, "I'm so tired of this." Oh yeah, like he's tired of playing Big Brother. Bitch,
he looks tired of life.
You're lucky you even got invited back, you boring cunt. Where's Godfrey? And they've invited your boring, balding ass back. Fuck you. You're fucking 33. You're getting a break from all your 12 kids or whatever. Oh, I'm tired of this. Blah, 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 blah. What, you're tired of being in the fucking alliance that's running the house, being Neda's little fucking foot soldier? Shut the fuck up. You're lucky to even be in there, bitch.
Why did they bring him back?
Exactly. And then what? Kevin got upset that they got called out for putting cookies in Jackie's. Oh my God! Don't delete
The phone fell.
Don't delete the podcast.
We almost deleted the entire
Gaz
podcast.
just pressed a button.
She's blaming me.
That nearly deleted the whole podcast.
In a fit of cackling, she knocked the phone down. I rescued it, so I saved the podcast.
You nearly deleted the whole thing. Imagine all this gold gone.
What a travesty!
If we had to start from scratch, I'd just give up.
Another loss for the Big Brother community.
I'd just start from here and just go, never mind about the rest.
I'd never be back. I'd never be back on.
But seriously, so Kevin was basically moaning that he got caught putting cookies in Jackie's thing. He gives a fuck about Jackie. Who cares about Jackie?
Jackie's got no weighting on that game whatsoever. She's no threat to you.
God, they should know better. They've seen what they did to
Topaz?
Topaz, before she fucked Gary's life up.
Yeah.
A few weeks back, she was in the HOH room and she had to nominate, and they showed her whole.
Was she overheard?
They're like, come on, do your thinking out loud.
Yeah.
And she fucking blew up her entire game, and it's like, now you're upset about putting cookies in someone's slot. Grow up.
And
Grow
also,
up,
I was really disappointed at Kevin in this scene on another level, because he was saying that we have to get rid of Gary. He needs to go. I thought you were
what
like
about the grooming? What about
the grooming. Yeah.
What about the gay alliance?
Kevin is twisted. I think he's got a problem.
I think he can't come to terms with his own sexuality, so he wants to
playing
target
a very devious game with all the gay housemates.
He wants to target all the gay guys in the house because they accept themselves.
He's bringing them under his wing and then booting them out.
Yeah, because they accept themselves
deck.
and he doesn't accept himself.
You're looking at that as if you're suspicious that it has been deleted.
No, I'm not. So then Karen was consoling Gary.
Oh, they were bonding, but I wasn't sure if it was quite genuine, were you?
I've put #real friends, like Kanye song. How many of us? God, I hate that song. And Gary's going, come on, you got to win HOH. Oh, did they know about that then? No, they didn't, did they?
Gary said, they were also celebrating not being on slot, and Gary said he's going to make feasts. And do you know what he's going to use in this feast?
Chicken. No,
yeah. Chicken breast and pork chops.
Oh, nice.
He just wants to eat his avocado, though.
Gourmet. But Karen said we're lone wolves. But I thought, can you be lone wolves? Because there's two of
together?
You. Yeah, that's like a pair of lone wolves.
That's a pack.
I think you might need 3 for a pack. Do you think?
Really?
Do you think?
2's a pair.
I think so. I
don't know.
I think 2 for a pack is pushing it, but 2 for lone, no, that's not going to work. So this is when Arissa popped up on the screen, still wearing her feathers a fucking week later. What's going on?
Hold up.
I'm holding it.
Wait, I got Gary in the diary room.
Go on, I haven't.
I have. He's waiting right now.
Hey, Gary.
We're going to do a nomination vote right now. I got Gary in the DR, and he has said about the slop vote. He said the slop vote has exposed a lot of tea.
Oh, the true tea.
Does it mean truth?
It's the tea, yeah. Like when you're like, I can't
do
a mime on a
teacup thing.
Yeah, this is one of those things you don't know about, like the stands. Gaz needs educating on like young people.
Educate me.
It's a young people thing. Like when you go like that,
I'm young.
It's like picking I know you're younger than me. When like on Twitter, you show someone like sipping out of a cup of tea. It's like when you get the popcorn. It's like that. It's like shit's about to kick off. You've got your tea, or you get your popcorn. Like you got your popcorn ready. Cause
so does it stand for letter T for truth or T for cup of tea?
No, like you're gonna drink a cup of tea
and sit back and enjoy it.
Yeah, as all the action kicks off.
So Canada does love tea.
Can you believe that I'm having to explain this shit to Gaz? This is basic shit.
This is not the first time I've heard the tea thing being mentioned. So I was like,
tea.
So I was like, what is it?
It's the true tea. Like, yeah, slay, bitches.
Are you sure it means cup of tea and not tea for truth?
No, tea, drinking tea. Because
like
there's a gif of like Kim Kardashian like drinking tea like that, and there's Kermit drinking the tea. There's loads of people just drinking the tea.
We can get on board with the tea reference. I like a cup of tea.
Meanwhile, back in 2017, how do I know these things? I'm old.
Fuck knows.
Me too. I don't know.
Obviously watching more trashy TV than me.
Well, true.
They went to bed, didn't they?
Who did?
Karen and Gary. They went and had to lie down. And
go on.
Hang on a minute. Do you remember earlier? I don't know where it was now because we didn't actually say it for some reason. Probably because it was a Jackie scene and we were bored of her. What was it when she went into the bedroom and she rallied everyone around because she'd overheard something?
Yeah, that's when she said she got bullied at school for being ginger.
I don't know if it was that one.
No?
She had a beanie hat on in that scene.
Is that Emily?
No, it wasn't. It was Jackie. Anyway, if you were watching the show, you might remember the scene better than I did. But I noted that she had her shoes on the bed.
What? what?
And I was not agreeing with having
Isn't
dirty
that bad
shoes on
luck?
the bed.
Oh no, it's bad luck to have your shoes
on the table.
Mm.
But then I noted that Gary also had his boots on the bed with Karen in that scene.
Did he?
So 2 instances of dirty sheets.
Yeah, but it's only like the brick stuff, isn't it?
And they've only walking around on AstroTurf, aren't they?
If Charlotte Crosby is in there, she's wetting the bed. You know, come on, could be worse.
I can't see her.
Then Arissa popped up on the screen. Are we there?
Yeah,
Wearing
probably.
the feathers still. A week
Same
later.
dress. Also, addressing the housemates as if live, but clearly recorded. So the housemates must be
so
like...
that's why she's wearing the same old shit, because she's just...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's like, are you enjoying Backwards Week? And they're
Yeah.
like, this is a recording. Do we answer it? No, not really.
And then, yeah, so the HOH competition was announced, and she said that HOH has got the only vote to evict. Neda's face, when she said that, she's
mad.
her lips were pursed.
Pursed they were.
And then Gary suddenly got a new lease of life. He was like, I've only got to get one vote. Basically, it's one vote to stay, isn't it? Whoever the HOH is, he just needs one vote. So that would give you a new lease of life, wouldn't it? So that was when he went. Gary's like working around the whole house. Like,
he immediately started
schmoozing.
working on Dimitri, didn't he?
Yeah, but Dimitri did say he would vote to save him 100%, but he looked shifty.
Yeah, but he was blinking when he said it. And Gary
I know.
said to him, can you not blink when you say it? And
he's like, look me in the eye.
But we do know that Dimitri loves blinking, he does.
And then this is when Gary said to Karen, can you win the HOH? And she's
not
like...
likely.
And then
This was a great scene.
Yeah, then Karen said, I can win it if it's a tennis or golf competition.
And Big Brother brought out all the sports sound effects.
Yeah.
We had tennis, golf, volleyball, ping pong.
Really? I
Yeah.
don't remember this.
Bowling. And then she did this like machine gun thing where she spun around and then went.
Wow, I don't remember that.
That was the best scene of the episode. I loved it. I quite like Gary and Karen being a thing.
I do. It's fun.
I could get on board with this
it's
double act.
fun. It's really fun. They're good characters. So they'll obviously be gone next week. And then, have you got any more on that?
No.
And then this is when Ica and Dimitri's made up. So Dimitri was just going, oh, I'm really sorry to her. And then Ica was like, did you notice she was angrily drinking a Capri Sun?
Which was debranded. And because it was in a silver pouch, it looked like a super space drink, didn't it?
It did, yeah, like a freeze-dried something.
Desiccated coconut.
Yeah. But then Dimitri said to her, I need you. And I could tell she softened a bit when he said that.
Did you think? Yeah, I was wondering whether Ica was just storyline in here.
Oh.
Do you think?
I think Ica really likes him, but she doesn't want to let her guard down.
So that's why, like, she's putting on that tough exterior because, like, hang on a minute, I actually like this guy.
Yeah,
could be.
I think so.
Don't blame her.
We nearly lost Dimitri to Dylan.
We lost him?
But back in the day.
Mark.
Oh, yeah, that was it. Yeah, Mark.
Can you imagine if Mark was still there now, Dimitri was gone? We'd have lost all of that gold. We would never
that
heard.
would be so boring.
We'd have never heard about the cruise ship. We'd have never
stripper books.
Or driving into a ditch.
So then I think Dimitri and Ica kind of made up then, although they made up
Not
fully
quite.
on the UFO.
Yeah, it was the HOH that took the HOH.
So the UFO. So what is this competition called? Because you're good for writing down the real names,
I do,
and I'm not.
It was called Heavy Rotation.
That was
I don't know why.
It was quite a good one, I thought. It was
a
quite
great
good.
task.
Yeah. So
Gary's costume was amazing.
What? He looked like a squid. What is he? An alien
has
squid?
arrived.
So they're on this like basically big. It's like a roundabout, basically like a UFO.
It was a
all
dome.
clinging onto like a metal thing.
Yeah, handlebar.
And they're getting soaked and everything else, and it's just whoever's hanging on last wins. I like those ones where it's just
straightforward
yeah,
endurance.
it's just a will of who wants it the most.
Yeah. It's like the old log stand.
And also, if they get off and they throw up, that's always a bonus. Although no one did
it
throw
wasn't
up,
fast
did they?
enough, was
No.
it? Yeah, our Big Brother, they put on a roundabout and spin it really well.
But I thought, was it good or bad making Gary the host? Because I thought Gary could annoy people so much as the host that they don't want to vote to save him.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I
because
thought
he
was quite quiet.
He was.
What they should have done was made Gary like throw things at him.
Yeah.
Like gunge them and shit.
Neda was sitting on the side. Did you see her leg going? Her leg was, you know, when people are like, when
nervous
they're
and
anxious,
twitching.
yeah, controller's leg, me and James used to call it. But it's like her leg was going like that.
Because she couldn't play as the outgoing HOH, could she?
She was mad, yeah. I've put round a boot.
Round a boot.
Terrible. Kevin said, I'm a big guy. There's a lot of weight to hold up. Really?
Kevin?
Yeah, that's
He's
what I
not.
thought. That's what I
Have you
thought.
seen Dylan?
Oh, do you think it was strategy that Dimitri's and Ica were sat next to each other, or do you think they got to choose where
I think Big Brother put them where they were going to be, because I did notice that some of the handlebars were higher than others.
Oh.
Because, like, Dylan is longer than, like, Cindy with an S, isn't he? So
do you mean taller?
Taller, yeah. But, well, they were laid out, so longer.
Yeah, true.
I noticed that Kevin and Dylan were using the one-arm tactic to start with. I think they were trying to sort of
save their energy.
Save the energy in the other arm, yeah. So it
Makes
can't have been that hard to hang on if they could hang with one arm.
How long did it last in the end? It was
more than an hour and a half, because they didn't actually give you a time check at the end.
No, but an hour and a half was the last one I saw.
Yeah, an hour and 25.
I was pleased that they actually showed us who won for once. I thought they were going to...
cut it off.
I honestly did. But
learned to be cynical.
Exactly. I put Kevin looks hot wet, even though I hate him now.
I thought this was a great task for Dimitri. He looked really hot in it.
Emily said, "I'm so cold."
Did she?
Yep. How did you miss that?
She did it.
She did.
She's not a legend.
I've put, don't even try it. Oh yeah, I liked it when Gary said...
She's saying she can't breathe because she needs water now.
Gary said 1, 2, 3,
and he didn't
4,
have enough fingers
on his claws. That was good. I was so excited when it was Dimitri, William, Emily, Ica left. I was like...
I don't know why, but I thought it was funny when Gary said, "Jackie has fallen off the planet." I thought, I wish she fucking had.
That's good. And then William fell off. And then Gary said in the DR about Emily, "This bitch cannot win." But I thought, what is in it for the people hanging on to actually win it? Because all they get is to evict someone.
So
what's
you
the
get
point
blood
in
on your
winning
hands?
it? Yeah, what's the point in winning it?
Well, you might get a nice table from the brick. You might get a message from home.
I don't know, because Emily said to Dimitri, "Am I good with you?" And I thought...
Yeah.
I thought, what? Because
there's no threat here anyway.
That's what I was.
Well, Emily
confused
probably
about.
misread the game, didn't know what was going
true,
on. But there was also the incentive of the fact that both of them were on slop. And if they were to become HOH, they wouldn't be on slop.
That's true. But still, to win at HOH, just to get off slop and just to cast the vote to evict, because in a way that's a bad thing to do, to have to choose between two people.
Because it's on you.
But Ica seemed to really want Dimitri to hang on. Ica did really well in that task, by the way.
Yeah, they were great. I thought that, like, Dimitri and Ica sort of egged each other on in that task, and she even checked with him before she dropped. Yeah, she said, "Do you need me?"
Yeah, she said, "Have you got it?"
That's a real, like, Big Brother romance, not even a showmance.
So then Emily was like, "Oh, am I good with you?" And he's like, "Yeah." I thought, he's not getting to vote anyone else. So.
Yeah, we forgot to mention that at the start, Dylan dropped himself off, thinking that he was being clever, and that backwards week might mean the person that fell first would be the HOH.
Overthinking it.
It's more thought than I thought he'd give it, though, to be fair.
I was going to say, he's not that brainy.
Maybe it was Emily's idea, because she's definitely the sharpest knife in the drawer.
He's the brawn. So that was it. So we've still got hope.
We had Gary in the diary room, and he said, "This alien could be ejected from the Odyssey and return into his home planet." His life of gourmet.
Your Gary impression.
Shit.
You know that people listen to this know if Gary's already gone, and they may be listening to this just thinking, "You
bloody idiots.
You idiots, you don't know anything."
Well, I have got hope, because I think that Dimitri could be convinced to keep Gary, because I really think that he could be good for his game. And
what's Dre going to do? Dre's like first port of call is always going to be William. And I've never seen her win anything, and Gary can actually win shit, so...
Dre's not native speaker either, so that's even a disadvantage, isn't it?
Racist. And Gary can campaign, I think, to Dimitri.
Native speaker. That does sound bad.
That does sound bad. Gary can campaign to Dimitri's a lot better than Dre could, I think. I've never seen Dimitri talk to Dre, have you?
No.
I only see Dre talk to William, and I never
watch Live Feed, though, do I? So I miss a load of stuff.
Look,
I can't watch Live Feed because I'll get spoilerised.
But can people send us interesting things from the live feed, but just like a week late? That's how I like to watch my live feed.
Come on, we're sat here recording this for you. The least you can do.
Yeah, I like to listen to the podcast a week late, and I like to listen to the live feed a week late. So that's how we'll do it.
So shall we see what's happened and bring ourselves up to date with Backwards Week?
We will be back 45 minutes drunker in 45 minutes. I was going to say a different amount of time, but I thought better not. Cheers, see you in a minute.
Blast BB on, back to welcome. That's the introduction. Come on.
Hello. We're back, bitches. Woo! Neda.
And we would have got away with it if it wasn't for that pesky Dimitri.
Neda, the untouchable one. Who will Dimitri eject into the vast darkness of space? Why bother even winning the HOH to just do what you did, Dimitri? You fucked your own game, bitch.
This is a tough one for me because Dimitri could do no wrong because of the way he looks and everything.
That's not a good reason, is
no,
it?
I did like him anyway, but now he's just kicked my favourite player out of the game.
What about Arissa's lovely pink dress?
Arissa was looking good in that outfit.
She actually did look nice for once.
I wasn't sure if it matched the space theme though. I think I preferred that silver oversized blazer.
Arissa, we're not just blowing smoke up your arse. You actually did look nice tonight. Keep it up. So, why Dimitri said he had to win to ensure his own safety, but
I think he got the wrong idea.
How long was he actually HOH for in Backwards Week? We don't know, do we?
In real time.
Like a day,
like
2
2
days?
sleeps or something.
Yeah, he got the video from his sister who looked like Neda. Weird. He got tequila.
He did get tequila, and he got a table from the brick, coffee table.
So they showed Ica talking to Cindy, and she's like, "Oh, I didn't want Dimitri to win, but hold on, when you're on the roundabout of doom, you're like, oh, hang on, do your best, so make your mind up."
Dimitri also got that tiara thing that
What
looked
tiara?
like it looked like those things that Greek gods wear.
Oh, like a
leafy
like
thing.
a crown of thorns.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah, I noticed that. It's like obligatory headgear that they have to put into the HOH
Greek
basket.
god. And then Ica said to Cindy, "I don't like Neda's ego at this point." And Cindy said,
Yeah.
"If I do anything wrong, she yells at me."
When they were sat at the table, and it really looked like they were actually in space at that point, I thought, because they were both wearing white outfits, and it looked really spacey.
Ica said she thinks she's the boss of everybody. True. And then they had Dimitri a flashback. Or was that when he said he was going to save Gary 100%?
Probably. I got Cindy saying something. What is it? I know. I feel like if I do anything wrong, she yells at me. So you just say that bit.
Oh dear. Look, let's not worry. Arissa's given up listening by now. Anyone else who's listening is just, Arif, Joseph, the hardcore. It don't matter at this point. I'm drunk.
Our notes are all over the place because this was a very emotional episode
But we
to watch.
did pause it like about 7 billion
Yeah,
times.
we still couldn't write them.
But I can't read my own writing.
I've got Ica in the diary room. Neda is the, like... I'm still speaking backwards. Neda is like the big brother truth, she said. This is Neda's own opinion of herself. Gary, fake ass bitches in this house.
Who does that remind you of?
Who did say fake ass?
Farrah.
Farrah
With
Abraham.
a broken flip flop. Remember when they gave her that task where she could homophobically insult Austin Armacroft?
Oh yeah.
You're so gay. And they're like, hold on.
I don't think that was the rules.
I know, but then afterwards they're like, you couldn't say that. And she's like, hold on, you said I could say whatever the hell
anything
I
I
wanted.
wanted.
It's like, oh yeah, we did actually say that. But still, you pushed it too far. But he broke my flip-flop. Just before Arissa come back on the screen, they showed Bruno waxing Cindy's armpit.
Yeah. Now, this is the second week in a row that armpit maintenance has come up. I was quite surprised that Cindy felt the need to wax her armpit at all.
Do you wax your armpits?
No.
What? Why are you laughing?
No, we've had this. I told you I'd trim them. I would trim my armpit hair.
Yeah.
But like Cindy's an Asian girl. They didn't have any hair there, do they?
But even if you do have hair there, you just shave it and it doesn't hurt. If you wax it, it hurts.
Can you imagine waxing such a sensitive area?
I don't
You probably
wax
can.
anything. No, I can't because it hurts. I don't do that. It hurts too much. Either shave it or nair it, then the hair just pull it off. Easy. What? You never know anything.
You just spray it on and shower off the hair, don't you? Right?
You don't spray it on. You just rub it on.
Oh, I thought it was like a foam.
No, it's
I think
like
that's
a
Venus.
cream. What?
Venus.
It doesn't.
She's
Emma
got
Willis.
it.
Doesn't Emma Willis advertise that?
Yeah, she does.
But waxing anything is very, very painful. Don't ever do that. They only do that on Big Brother, wax things and pull it off, don't they?
They always do it on Big Brother.
Mm-hmm.
kind of stupid shit you do in the house. This would be fun for telly.
Fuck that. I went and got waxed professionally once.
Never again.
Never again. Neggy again. So then, what happened? I can't read my own writing. Can you help?
I don't really know where we're at, to be honest. I mean, we've done HOH room.
Dimitri, no, because he got a coffee table from the brick.
Yeah.
It was all glass, and he got tequila, and he saw his sister. Then Kevin was spooning Gary outside.
Oh, shit, yeah. Where was that?
Outside.
By the pool?
In the garden.
Why is nobody using the pool this year? That's what I want to know.
Because it's too cold. And then Gary's nose looked like he'd been contouring
He contoured his nose.
Gary's not really got a big nose. I don't think it needs contouring.
You can contour anything if you're Gary Glitter.
I've put Gary... No, not Gary. Kevin was being a bit handsy. But I hate
Wandering
that.
hands.
I don't like that expression. You know that expression, handsy?
No, I've never heard handsy.
It's like people say it and it's like, oh, they're being a bit handsy. But actually... It's like, oh, they're like, they're like sexually assaulting someone, and they say,
a bit handsy.
I know, and then they say handsy, and it's like, oh, well, that's exactly. And even though I just used it and you'd never heard of it, I've heard it's like, oh, so and so's being a bit handsy.
That reminds me of when Russell Brand's stand-up when he was talking about a perv's eye view. It's a headline about paedophile that had a view over a school.
Oh, right.
And he was saying like the term perv was a bit like nonchalant about to use alongside a paedophile story.
It's true. That's what handsy's like. Oh no, you're sexually assaulting someone. That's not just being handsy.
This is Kevin's kind of typical being all over the gay guy thing. I don't like it.
Kevin, we're on to you.
And he's saying like, oh, don't worry kind of thing, comforting Gary.
Mm-hmm.
But he hasn't got his back.
What do you think about Peely watching this from home?
He'll be rolling in a grave.
Apparently on live feed I heard Kevin wants to get back with Peely, but she's not interested.
Probably knows he'd be better off with a nice man.
I know. Meanwhile, Ica was talking to Dimitri. He was touching her butt.
We noticed before that Ica's weave is starting to suffer from what it's been through in the HOH.
Because they put her on that roundabout, poured water all over her.
Roundabout.
It was UFO, whatever.
We saw them share their first kiss.
Dimitri said,
Demika.
He said, I have such a crush on you. And
I thought he said he wanted to touch her crotch.
Then he touched her boobs and he talked about bumps in the road.
And I put, well, it's day 23. They must be getting horny by now. This is something you don't hear in Big Brother Canada. This is a bit early. It's not like my BB Can Odysseys thing. You don't hear people talking about having a wank, do you? They don't talk about that. Maybe on live feed they might, but in Big Brother UK, someone will always talk about like, oh, you know, have you had a wank yet? And then talk about, oh, I did it in the shower.
There's only guys who talk about that. Girls don't talk about that. Oh, actually, sometimes. They do. Remember that girl who did it in the cardboard box, Sam?
You can hear the moans coming out of the box.
When a girl does it, it's much frowned upon. And if a guy does it,
oh, heaven forbid a girl should masturbate.
Yeah, if a guy does it, it's like, oh, well,
he's got to do it.
If a girl does it, it's like, slats. It's true. Yeah, it's true though, isn't it?
It's true. I mean, and if a girl wants to sit on a wine bottle, that's their own business.
That's just a bit of theatrics. So Dimitri said to Ica, I would rather lose this game with you than win it without you.
That was the most romantic line I've ever heard in Big Brother House.
Swoon. And then and then Dimitri said to Ica, I want to keep Gary as the target, don't I?
Yeah, he was checking it out with Ica.
I still don't understand why Gary went. Then Ica said to Gary, you said, come off as disingenuous.
Is that even a real word?
No.
I think that's just been made up by Big Brother contestants, hasn't it?
Disingenuine.
During that discussion with Dimitri, though, she said he's the biggest target, but if he goes, who becomes the biggest target?
Exactly, and then they've just set themselves up as the biggest.
But did she not mean that he would become the biggest target?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and that's if he goes. And then he didn't keep him.
No, he didn't. He's an idiot. And then
Ica gave the pep talk.
Prep talk.
Pep talk. Prep talk.
I can't read my own writing. Can you help?
This is when they were in the bathroom and Gary was getting his washing out of the washing machine.
This was TV Gold.
And Ica began to serve her trademark brand of truth to Gary. About Kevy Wevy.
Gary was like, Kevin says he cares about me.
He tells me he will never come after me.
And I'm unique.
and different.
And I'm opening up his horizons, and Ika's just like...
to things he never... And then she goes, this is all lies.
She's like, oh God, Gary.
Is he paying me for a fool on television? Gary said. And she said, he is.
Ika like waved her toothbrush at him really angrily. And
what was funny about this conversation was how Gary kind of started off with a straight face, and then when Ika kind of blurted out that like after he said he cares for me, he had like a knowing smile on his face, like he knew really that Kevin didn't have his back.
But even as Gary said it, like he was like laughing, hiding behind the washing machine. Ika was just like, and Gary knew what she was saying was actually true. And then Gary said, "Oh, he's playing me for a fool on TV." And my anxiety levels were on 99%. And Gary said, maybe I should go home for being a shit player this season. And Ika said, no. When people think of Big Brother, they think of Gary. Don't have people treat you like a punk. They're the punks.
You're a freaking BB player. You're a legend.
Stop it. You're a legend. You will not have these people... Something about you.
Do not have these people have you leave this house pre-jury.
You have left your mark. You have inspired people. Realise who you are. Gary, you're doing it for the girly boys. But that scene between Gary and Ika...
That was the best scene out of this whole series.
Even though we watched it 5 times, we still couldn't quote it right. But...
There's a lot of words in it.
It was like TV... It was TV gold. It's like Gary and Ika together. It's like...
I said to you, actually, I'm so glad they're in this house together at that point.
And you leave me with fucking Jackie, fucking Emily, Dylan. Fuck off. I don't want those inferior players. Either give me all stars or give me newbies. Don't give me these fucking weak ass newbies. Oh, I got bullied at school. Oh, my niece at home. Shut the fuck up. Fuck off. You got all stars in there. You're victim them one after the other. Cassandra, who I don't even like. Gary, Dallas. Yeah, he's not an all-star, whatever. Fuck off, Dallas. But seriously, come on. And we're left with fucking Jackie and Emily and fuck you. Fuck off.
Jesus Christ. I need a drink of water after that. You're right.
No. Disagree? Do you disagree?
No, but what I'm a little bit annoyed about is
shockwaves
like we
shockwaves.
We had Ika like trying to give Gary this pep talk about how he should go out fighting, but actually it was all in her hands. She could have convinced Dimitri to save Gary, so Ika's got a lot to answer for right now.
And Gary said to the camera, "These bitches are really trying me."
I think this bitch needs to show these honeys who's boss. Then we had this navigation error.
Fucking hell.
Who was it again?
Angie Everett.
Angie Everett. And
Matt Shea. Space Jacked.
The Odyssey. Well, do you know, I thought it should have been Peter Capaldi as the Doctor coming in, because I don't know who these two nobodies are.
You need to search the Odyssey for clues and find out who's behind something.
The space jacking, I think.
Evicting Gary. Bruno was flipping mattresses, so I'm calling him a racist right now. If you watch BBUS, you know what I'm talking about. Gaz doesn't know what we're talking about, everyone.
So we're looking for clues that they don't even know what they are.
Dylan was scanning a barcode.
Yeah. How did they know to say Odyssey, scan barcode? Was it written on the back of them?
Kevin was trying to find his sexuality behind a cushion.
Oh, yeah, I put the Odyssey went into self-checkout mode. Unexpected item in bagging area.
SCO2. Access denied.
OS2C.
Was that like Iris?
Access denied.
What was that access denied from?
Did ISIS? Did Iris say that? ISIS said all kinds of shit.
Oh, ISIS.
Oh, and then Kevin found the last clue, the final barcode, and he said, "I wonder what this will unlock." And you said Kevin's sexuality.
No, that's still hidden under a blanket.
But the answer they worked out was this was initials of our well-known Persian princess, Cassandra.
Something like that. Cassandra Schadenfreude.
Yeah. And then it was CO20.
Yeah.
I didn't understand the code.
Never mind. Cassandra come in. She was sat in Stephen Hawking's armchair.
I'm back, bitches.
I would have got away with it. It wasn't for you pesky.
She got the Scooby-Doo edit.
And then Nedda's fucking stood there.
It wasn't the housemates, it was the private eyes or whatever.
Nedda fucking...
Nedda revealed her fucking...
Screw face. Jackie actually gulped. And then Nedda went... Is that
Jackie's always gulping.
I know. And then Nedda went, is that really necessary? And Dre was like, something's not impressed.
Nedda's not impressed. And then Gary went, she's amazing. Nedda, all right, suck up. She's not listening. She does it like, and does a little smile. It's like, I'm really still being nice.
And then I've got Emily.
Emily actually said, yeah, she's the villain of the series. Or probably season. She's literally the villain of the season.
Yeah.
And Gary said, oh, honey, you don't know who the villain is until you watch the show.
That is so astute and that is so accurate, because I bet Nedda still thinks that people actually like her. Nedda, wake up, boo, because everyone hates your ass except for fat old guys on Twitter who have a go at me. So everyone hates you. Probably even John Pardy and his fucking fungal infection hate you now. So whatever. But they all got to watch the
it didn't matter because
Private Eyes season 2 premiere. Oh, this looks so amazing.
A lot of people look really bored by it, didn't they? Do you think if that was over here, do you think that would be like, what would they show? Broadchurch?
No, it would be like something off Channel 5. Remember they had Under the Dome.
The season premiere of In Therapy with Shilpa Shetty or something.
It's Botched Bodies or something. I can't read my own writing.
They had a party after that, didn't they? Where they got lots of jugs of beer.
Kevin Constipated, I've got.
Was he? Oh, that's the dancing. He looked constipated. And Karen said, white boys can't dance. And then Dre gave us a really funny quote about Bruno's dad dancing. There's a little bit of groove in there, but you know he's a father. No, you know he has kids. Oh, fuck it up.
I love that, though. Like, I thought he could almost be called, then you remember he has children. And then Gary gave Kevin a lap dance.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. It's fine. There's no animals in his jaws. It's all good. Now, remember
the lap dance, yeah.
Hold on, I've got to tell our listeners a little secret here. Remember last week on the runway to Veto, I said Cindy looked like she had a nice body, and Gaz didn't say anything. Afterwards, off air, he told me he thought Cindy looked like a little barrel. I just thought I'd call you out.
I did say she looked like a little barrel.
I still think Cindy's body looked nice.
Just, you get nice barrels.
No, but I'm just saying, why not just admit how you really feel on the podcast? I think you should just be honest.
Censorship.
No, but you're right. She
Self-censoring.
does. She looks like quite squat and little and like... But there's something quite nice about it. I don't know. It's hard for you to say because you don't appreciate the female form.
I don't.
Or do you?
Well...
Objectively, you must do.
Of course.
Yeah. All right.
I think Ica looks hot. In everything she wears.
No one could deny that. In that yellow dress.
The yellow dress especially.
Ooh. The cat
crouched on that podium.
The cat's eating biscuits now. What's next? Hold on.
Karen.
Nedda getting people to insult Cindy. Oh yeah, what was going on there?
Shit. This was where, like, you kind of saw the follow-up to the conversation that Ica and Cindy had at the dining table.
Some more wine while Gaz explains.
Oh, God.
This. Uh-oh.
So they're like up there on like those, the crying sofas where William sits. At the top of the stairs.
Tim used to sit up there back in the day.
Yeah, he did actually. And Cassandra quite a lot. Back in that series. And Nikki.
Yeah.
Anyway, they're sat up there and Nedda really looked like a mean girl at this point. She was doing some sort of thing with her hair, like a hair tutorial, and Cindy was like, do it like YouTube or whatever. And then,
tell Cindy she's a cunt.
Nedda's got like a lot of hair, and Cindy hasn't got that much hair. So when Cindy tried to do the hair thing, she came out with like little bunches, like it wasn't like poor Cindy. And then she said she looked like a devil or something.
And then Kevin said, your hair looks better normally.
Yeah, so then Nedda jumped on this and said like, everyone's insulting Cindy, and she made every fucking person that walked past. Not pass, you shall not pass until you've given Cindy an insult.
What a bitch.
She was
what
like,
bully.
you have to insult Cindy.
And even Karen,
And then-
Karen was annoyed at that point.
And then Cindy was trying to move, and she was like, you can't leave your corner. As if
Yeah.
that's Cindy's corner that she puts her in, like the naughty
No
step.
one put Cindy in the corner.
Apart from Nedda, apparently.
And then Cindy was in the HOH room crying, not dancing. We prefer Cindy dancing to
do.
crying, don't we?
Yeah.
And then,
And she cried in the diary room, and she got the Jackie edit.
I want to know more about that, though, Nedda bullying Cindy. Was that a thing, or was that just a made-up thing for the show, or what? 'Cause
Looks
that,
pretty real.
I know, it looked interesting.
That Nedda, she keeps laughing at things to try and mask her true feelings, I'm finding. I'm seeing right through it now.
She is a bad, bad person. And if you like Nedda and you're listening to this podcast, take a good long shower.
Take a good long shower.
Help me.
Take a good long what? Just reassess yourself, basically. Do you know what you said about, like, Nedda now, she's turned mean because she's got this, like, immunity thing?
Yeah.
I remembered that in the first week of Big Brother Power Trip,
Yeah.
whatever series it was, I can't even remember myself these days. I liked Helen Wood at first, and then she turned evil.
I did too, for the first
Yeah.
week. When Pauline gave her the immunity, I liked it.
Yeah, and then she turned evil. Perhaps it is like, this is the curse of getting this security in Big Brother, you just turn evil.
Because I thought, like... Because Helen had fucked Wayne Rooney or whatever back in the day. I thought, oh, everyone's going to judge her. And I thought,
bad rep
she
for
might
being a
be
prostitute.
Yeah, and I thought she might actually be a nice person underneath it
weren't.
all. But she wasn't. She's an absolute rotter.
But I'm thinking now that Nedda is on the Helen Wood level. She's on that scale.
I mean, who would you rather live with? Definitely.
Fucking hell. Talking about rock and hard place.
So then Demetrius was talking to Nedda about who should go. And Nedda said, we need to get out those types of people before jury.
What's she talking about?
Black people, that's what she means. Get the black people out before
She
jury.
did say that about Ica, though.
Yeah, black people. Yeah, Ica's
Because
next.
Ica's more...
Ica's next. She's next on the list. Then Dimitri, because he's Greek. Then William, because he's French. Once all those people are out, then the Canadians. It's all good. Mark my words, that's how it's going to go down.
Speaking of Mark...
And then Nedda said Gary is strong. And then Dimitri in the diary room said, I'm fed up of Nedda.
He said, I'm sick of Nedda, thinking I'm going to do what she tells me to, or something like that, because my notes are not very... They're not word for word at this stage.
I can't read my own notes. Gary said, I do not...
Do you remember Dimitri's actually approached Nedda out by the hot tub to actually talk about what he should do?
Yeah, that's what I was just talking about.
Oh, sorry.
No, go on, because my
I
notes
was
are crap.
distracted by that cat.
She's not even killed anything. Be quiet.
No, that was it. And then in the diary room, he was saying, like, he was sick of her telling him what to do, but he
Yeah.
did approach her for advice.
I know. Like, whatever, bitch.
Gary to Dimitri,
Yeah.
I looked you in the eye.
Oh, yeah,
and
you
I
said 100% you would save me.
I looked you in the eye and I said, don't fucking blink on me.
He said the war needs to begin.
Yeah, it's time to show your true colours.
I was like, the war on terror, the war on Nedda.
It does need to begin.
It does.
What are you saying?
I can't read my own writing. Ica don't want something. Oh, to do someone's bidding. Do Nedda's bidding.
Do my bidding.
Ica and Dre talking. Oh God, I can't. Have you
Right.
got notes? Because I
I
can't
got
read my
notes.
notes.
I'll try and rescue
Oh
this.
fucking hell!
Ica and Dimitri's.
Yes.
We're working with a bunch of lying scumbags. I think that's what Dimitri said
Those
about.
are the only notes I can actually.
They have
read.
really turned on their own alliance here, and it's good, but not enough to keep Gary in the game. Foolish.
We're done being loyal. We need to send these losers straight out the door. It will be an eviction like you've never seen before. I think Arissa said that.
Did you
I'm not sure.
get any
it's true.
quotes from the eviction ceremony?
The what ceremony?
Eviction ceremony? Is it called a ceremony?
I've put that
The eviction.
Bruno was wearing a lemon-coloured shirt.
Several people looked like they were going to a funeral. We had Nedda.
Oh.
Who else?
Dre,
Gary.
Dre said, I will lie
Oh, yeah.
something as phony as
Should become phony as you like.
if you keep me and I will dye my hair red. Can you get all the shopping
Big Brother,
list?
can you please, put a bit of hair dye
Send
in
him
there for Dre?
some hair dye, please. Gary said, "You said you would keep me 100%. He's hanging on to that.
So here's your chance.
Show your word means something."
Yeah,
but
to show Canada and the house guests.
We saw Ica and Dimitri's face, and they did not look like they were going to keep him,
No.
did they? Then Dimitri stood up. He was sniffling away. Did you
Sniffling,
hear
was he?
Yeah, but did you hear the crowd were like, woo? They were all like, woo.
Yeah, if only the housemates could
and
hear
when
that.
Neda was talking, they were like, boo, and all this. Dimitri's fucked himself. Him and Ica will be out next week. Actually, maybe not, because William's HOH, spoiler. Did you have anything written about those speeches?
No, to be honest, I was too emotional about
we
the
were
whole
holding
situation.
hands, weren't we?
Yeah, well, we were grasping one another at that point. And we both did an audible no when Dimitri said he was voting out Gary.
Why did Gary?
That felt more important than like most Big Brother finals, didn't it?
It was just
We weren't even
awful.
watching it live.
Why did that?
No one watches this show
Yeah,
live.
we've that spoiler well. Why did that even happen? Why?
It's Ica. She should have campaigned with Dimitri to keep Gary and had them join together as a force to flip this core six, because who's she got now? There aren't that many strong players to join them.
Like Dre's loyalty is always going to be to William.
Yeah, and William and Dre are not strong players. William managed to win this HOH on a fluke.
By a fluke. And like, I do like Dre and I like William.
Me
but
too.
They're like wishy-washy.
Gary's like such an... You don't find Gary's...
No.
Gary going out now is like Brian Dowling not winning Ultimate Big Brother.
The only people who I like left are Ica, Dimitri,
Yeah,
Dre, William and Karen.
same.
Those are the only people who I like left. Neda, fucking Bruno, Kevin can go fuck off. And as for Dylan, Emily and Jackie,
That's Deadwood.
complete deadwood. So Gary went out, clip-clopped up the stairs.
He did clip-clop all the way up them stairs.
Arissa said, "Oh, what a night. Oh, what a night."
She said she was in shock. Gary had a little black Tinkerbell skirt on. It looked like a leaf.
What did Gary say? I would have scratched Dimitri back a little. What? What if
would have
Ica
scratched his
wasn't
back.
there? If Ica
Scratched
wasn't
his
there.
back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he would have got in bed with him
Oh,
in the
okay, fair
HOH
enough.
room.
And
You and me both, Gary.
He looks forward to Neda turning on the others. That's true. I look forward to Neda turning on Kevin and Bruno. I think
I'm looking forward to them turning on Neda. Cindy is going to break away from Neda now, surely.
And Arissa said, "Ica was right. You're a legend." Neda,
Yes, she did.
Neda in her goodbye message said, "You're a really great role model." Whatever.
Karen said...
But
who said something else? Go on.
wait, Kevin said, "You own yourself like no one else." You know why Kevin said that? Because he doesn't own himself. Kevin doesn't. Kevin doesn't know himself.
Doesn't know himself, little girl.
He doesn't know himself like Gary knows himself, and I think Kevin is envious of that. He's envious of how Gary knows who he is, and Kevin doesn't know who he is. Hence why he plays like a little bitch. And then what did Karen say?
I love you, Queen. Queen. Gary Levy, hashtag Queen.
And then Ica was crying in her goodbye message.
Yeah, all she could say was, I'm sorry. I don't know what else to say. Well, yeah, you should be fucking sorry, Ica. If you had pulled your fucking fingers out and got in there with your showman,
one vote.
Gary could have fucking survived this.
One vote.
You could have joined with him and had a chance in this fucking game. You're at the mercy of Neda now.
No.
Fucking wake up.
No, because William won, so you got to presume that
Well, yeah,
Ica and
for this
Dimitri are
week.
safe.
Yeah, this week they are.
You've got to.
But,
So-
like, Ica should have thought about preserving herself more. Neda knows that she's flaky as fuck on her now.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, this week, William.
My
Who do we think
writing-
William's going to put
Like,
up?
what does this even say?
HOH, Maury,
Cass,
Cass, Dallas.
What does that say?
I know
Celluloid.
what this is.
Oh yeah, they did.
They had this weird task where all through the night they were being woken up by video messages
You're
from
right.
Cassandra, Dallas, and Mark on webcam.
You're right. Oh, Celsius. That was it.
Celsius.
That's like it's 200 degrees Celsius.
Which Karen was like, 18 degrees, remember it? And everyone looked at her like, yeah, Karen.
Even Neda was fucking rolling her eyes at like 4 a.m. in the morning.
Neda doesn't stop rolling her
I
eyes.
know. And then Cindy, oh what? Oh god. Oh God, I can't read my writing. Nedda, velvet. Oh, I was writing what people were wearing. Oh, Cindy had this like plunge neck, like netting.
In the actual answer
on.
in the question, yeah, the V-neck thing.
William was the only one who actually looked stylish. He had like a floral jacket on. He looked nice. Nedda was wearing velvet like crop top. That wasn't very nice. Jackie had a lacy pale pink
boob lace top.
Yeah. And
like medieval clothes.
Nedda went out. Yay!
Yeah, Nedda didn't win a competition. Woo!
The tiebreaker, who the people were left, was Bruno, William, Cindy, Emily, and Jackie.
And we had already said between us, like,
we
William will never fucking win this. William doesn't win shit.
And it was a tiebreak, and William said 202, and the answer was something like 400. How the fuck did he do that?
I think that was a fix, because like other people had put like 501.
Yeah, it's good.
Like...
But out of all those people, literally anyone would have been worse than William winning, wouldn't they? Because all the others
they were all horrible people that we don't like. Yeah.
Who will William evict though? Who will he go after?
I did already, when we spoke about it, I did come up with this, but I've forgotten who I said. William, he doesn't like Jackie because Jackie, I feel betrayed. I feel totally betrayed, Jackie.
Who put Dre up? It was most people, wasn't it?
Oh shit! Yeah, in the house nominations, it was like all of the core six.
If William went after like Bruno and Kevin, that would be good. I'd love
Hang on a
to see
minute.
that.
We could maybe enlighten ourselves by looking at who he nominated in the round of nominations. I need to just refer to my notes.
You shouldn't flick too much on a podcast.
It's noisy.
I know.
William, last time around, nominated
William. It was really nothing. Sorry, that's a bit of Morrissey.
I thought it might be.
Shut up.
Bruno and Dylan was who he voted last time. Oh yeah, but he hadn't been wronged by Jackie at that stage, had he?
No.
It will be Jackie, I think.
Fuck you, Jackie.
I'd like to see Jackie gone.
I would too. Oh, I was bullied at school. Grow up. Everyone was.
Yeah.
Shut up. Gaz was gay. I was a grebo. Come on, we've all been there.
I didn't know then, though, but they did.
I love it. But on Thursday, Gaz, what's that you've got in your ear there?
I'm just itching it with a pen.
On Thursday, it's a double eviction.
It's a double eviction.
Double eviction.
Oh my God, double eviction.
You've got to love a double eviction.
If we lose two of the people we like,
God.
no, we can't lose two.
We only like about two people left in the house right now. Arissa, can you fix it? Can you talk to Ted for us, please?
Hang on a minute. When Big Brother Canada does a double eviction, that means they have to quickly do an HOH.
They do normal eviction, then they do like a real, like everything one night. HOH veto, then
POV eviction.
A real quick one.
Or maybe they might give Canada a vote. They haven't done that for a while. Canada, you don't decide.
Gaz, have you got any more of your special end section?
Yeah, my BB can Odysseys. Now here's something you don't see on BB Canada.
What?
Yeah, what?
What? I don't know.
Best Bits packages.
Oh, you're right.
Best Bits VT packages. Now, if you're a Canadian listener, you might be thinking, what is this Best Bits that he's talking about? I don't know this Best Bits. What is this? The best bit. They're from Quebec.
What is this all about?
What's this all about? This Best Bits packages. I don't know. That sounds like Irish.
For any Canadian listeners,
Do you know what I like about Arissa's accent? It sounds a little bit Irish. How do they get that little Irishness in their accent?
I don't know.
Anyway, you don't get Best Bits VTs. Now, this is integral to every single Big Brother UK eviction, isn't it? So you come out of the house, you get booed to shit by the crowd. That also doesn't happen on Canada. Get papped by the paparazzis. You get whisked into a little studio, and Emma interviews you for 8 minutes.
Off.
Yeah, if you hated the chanting from outside comes in. It's off.
Even
from
if
the
you're
crowd.
like proper racist on BBUS, you don't even get even a boo.
Oh, you said it's just like a silence.
Yeah, someone was like, "Oh, they're Japanese, they can't see in the dark or something." I don't know. There's something like proper.
No, wasn't it that you can see their teeth in the dark? Wasn't it?
It was
as
something.
a black person.
It was something awful.
Outrageous.
That person still didn't get. But they got the tiniest little like.
Why was that person not evicted forcibly out the door?
That's not what happens on BBUS.
Because it's the views of the contestants, not the show.
That person could have won it.
That's fucking hell.
That's kind of what's good about it in a way, though, because it's that person's just left there like marinating
at
in
the
their
mercy
own
of
racism, and then the hate against them just grows stronger and stronger and stronger. And in a way, it's quite interesting.
But the audience doesn't have a chance to take them out, which is more frustrating for the viewer, surely.
It is, but in a way, it's good
Because you get to see them reveal themselves.
Yeah, it's like all this hate is building up, and that person doesn't know, and then people are like, oh, maybe this person's really popular outside, and there's something in that, like, not knowing. It's like, do you remember that?
It's like Nasty Nick.
Yeah, remember that person who got on that plane, like, in real life, and they're like, I'm going to Africa, hope I don't get AIDS. Like, someone just said something really offensive, and they're like, oh, not really, I'm straight or something. And then by the time they got
straight people can't get AIDS.
And then by the time they got off the plane, like, everyone was just, there was just like, they got sacked from their job and this and that. That's what Big Brother is like. It's like they're in that little bubble and no one knows what's going on, and we get to be as like, we get to hate them as much as we like. And it's like a thing, it's like a mob mentality, but it's like, because you're in the right, it's like, it feels good, and like, oh, we're right and they're wrong and they're racist and they're a bad person and we're a good person.
It's basically the modern Colosseum.
Yeah, it's exactly like that. And with the UK one, it's like, oh, within a week you'll be dealt with and you'll be out.
Yeah.
With the American one or the Canadian one, it's
Come
like
4 weeks, you could still be in there and have revealed even more.
And people hate you more and more, and they've rang your job and they've got you sacked, and they hate your family, and they've fucking sent shit to your house, and they're like basically just hate you so much. And it's fascinating in a way. It's disgusting in a way, but it's fascinating in a way.
This has turned into another odyssey of how each version deals with racists.
It's like a psychological. That's like the main thing I like about Big Brother, though. It's like it's fascinating psychologically. Even when it's just trash and it's stupid and everyone's an idiot and it's pathetic, it's like, it's still interesting.
It's always going to be interesting.
Yeah. Sorry.
So anyway, back to best bits. So after you've been interviewed by Arissa, if you're a UK format, you'd get a little best bits package.
No, you wouldn't get interviewed by Arissa.
If you were doing it a UK format, it'd be Emma. You get your best bits, and so Emma will say without fail, "You've been a great housemate, even if you've been a complete dick." Unless she really hates you, which is possible. Here's your best bits. And then within 3 minutes, there's a package of all the best bits that have happened since you've been in the house. Now, can you imagine Gary's best bits package? It'd be brilliant. I'd love to see Gary's best bits. But what?
But the best bits nowadays, it's not just best bits.
It's also your worst bits too.
Yeah, they have bad bits and then they go, and they do best bits.
Yeah, they're like, and it's like when you're having a row.
So it's like,
you fucking cunt.
Yeah, it's like mislabeled because
it's still their best bits, because we do like to see people at their worst as well. And that's what you expect of Big Brother. You want to see people on that entire journey and their best
journey, quang, 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 quang.
It is a roller coaster in there.
It's an emotional roller coaster. I mean, you only get to see 42 minutes of the day.
Out of 24 hours. So.
But
I've been badly edited, to be honest.
I don't like that when they go, oh, it's your best bits, then you see loads of like horrible bits. But they are entertaining, that's the problem.
And then also, on ours, you get your bots bits as well, which is your even worse bits.
Sometimes those bots bits are really
better.
good.
They're always better than the real best bits.
No, but sometimes they're not good.
Sometimes they're a bit cheesy.
I'd say 70% of the time they're really good, and then sometimes they're not. Depends on the person. But anyway, I think best bits should just be best bits and not be bad bits. But then some people only have bad bits, like Helen Wood or Bear or whatever.
Yeah, what were Helen Wood's best bits? That must have been a hard edit to put together for the team.
Probably when she's like trying to get off with Ash or something.
Oh, gross.
Absolutely fantastic. What's next on the Odyssey? Anything?
On my Odysseys list? I don't know if she'll come up with another one. I might have some on my list. Hang on.
That's a good point,
though. Oh, yeah. Here's something you don't see very often on Big Brother Canada. The day, what day it is.
Oh, yeah.
And also what time it is.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't like, because I get a little bit disorientated when I'm watching Big Brother Canada, not knowing what the time is. I want to know without fail, before every segment where you've had an edit in BBUK, we get told what time it is, so you know what day it is. All you get in Big Brother Canada is the lights on the garden like go dim and light up again. So you're like, okay, this is another day. They sort of put that edit in where you know that a night has passed. But like
time lapse.
Yeah,
But
the
are they
time-lapse.
allowed watches in there? Or I don't see.
I never
any
hear them talk
watches
about the
then.
time either.
But then in real life, like how
Not
often-
watches, but you do get the cooker clock, right? the cooker on the oven. The oven clock. The oven clock is the only clock in the house.
But in real life, how often do you actually see people wear watches? I mean,
I've got one on.
I have, but mine's a Fitbit.
Yeah, but what time is? Does yours say the time?
Yeah.
What time is it?
2:09 a.m.
2:09 a.m.
Fucking hell, I'm so drunk.
What does mine say?
I can't see it. It's like some army shit. I can't. Oh, 8:12.
Yours says 8:12.
Why
Mine says
does yours say
8:12. When it's
8:12?
actually 2:09.
Why does yours say 8:12?
Because my watch is still on Bangkok time from when I was in Thailand over Christmas.
But I think we're like not representative, because how many people do you actually know who wears a watch? It's like olden times wearing a watch.
What about Apple Watch?
Nah, it's like ye olde times. No one wears a watch these days. If you like surveyed like 100 people, I reckon only like 10 people would wear a watch. Or
I think
20.
it's more than that.
20 at the most.
Most people I know wear a watch.
Nah.
We'll get back to this one next week.
Email BB on Blast Pod if you wear a watch, or tweet me like at VM or Gaz BB_Superman. No one wears a watch. People don't wear watches.
I'll tell you what
these
I
days.
wish they still had. They used to have in BB UK, like back in the day, where they'd monitor your heart rate. So like the psychologists get more of an insight into like how you're coping with situations in the house.
I can tell you my heart rate right now. It's on my Fitbit.
Is it?
74.
Is that healthy?
Well, yeah. No, my resting heart rate is 59.
So it's up.
Yeah, I'm aerated because I'm writing about BB Canada. I'm not writing about it.
Writing about it with words in the air, which you're now listening to. And that concludes this week's BB Can Odysseys.
This is a problem though, Gaz.
What?
That Gary and Cassandra have gone, and Dallas, not Dallas so much of it.
This season is fucked, let's be honest. What do we do now? Let's see how it goes. But I think the entertainment has just left the building, and I don't think I'm going to be laughing as much at BB Can now.
The only thing we've got to look forward to is Neda's alliance.
Neda's
cannibalising her.
Yeah, Neda's
isn't it?
dissemblation? No.
Dissemination? No.
Well, she's I don't know.
Disassembled?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah. Oh, God. Can you please send us some funny things that happen, just like random funny things that don't spoil the programme?
More like cats jumping out of the way of cucumbers and shit.
That cat lover, Neda.
Yeah, Ica, stick to your word. Take out that cat lover.
All they want to do is evict black people and gay people.
And the girly boys.
They evicted a black gay person in one go, and they think it's okay. It's not okay, you fucking racist motherfuckers.
But he shouldn't win just because he's black and gay. He should win because he's Gary Glitter and don't. He's a unique person.
He should win because he's black and gay. That is the main criteria for winning. No. Oh, but it is nice though. Oh god.
What was nice? We watched sort of watched live on Facebook too, and Arissa's clearly was really kind of feeling for Gary.
Mm-hmm.
They're like properly friends, you can tell. I mean, they worked together for ages on Sideshow, didn't they?
Yeah, why did they get rid of Gary for Sarah Hanlon? She's not even interesting or good. Why was Godfrey not on this year? Why is Bruno there? Why is Dallas there? Although Dallas is gone. It's going to be a long old season.
How many weeks are left to go?
It's only just begun.
We're a couple of weeks away from jury, apparently. Which means Neda's power will wear off.
How many weeks do you give it after Neda comes off her immunity before she goes?
I still think they're under her spell, so I'd like to say 1, but
1 or 2 and she'll be gone, in my opinion.
I hope so.
She has played way too fast, too hard.
Gary thinks that Neda's going to be in the final.
No, she won't. She better not be. Fuck her. It annoys me because the podcast I listen to Rob has a podcast, and Jordan Pahal, Cindy's ex-boyfriend, is like, oh, I'm friends with Neda, she's doing so good. And he's like, how can everyone go from like loving Neda to like hating Neda? And it's like,
she's shown herself to be a nasty bitch.
It's quite exactly. It's like, it's not that difficult to go from loving someone to hating someone.
If they're being a twat.
Exactly. It only takes like one thing someone does.
Yeah, to completely turn you off of them.
It's like if you're going out with someone and they cheat on you. Okay, I don't love you anymore.
Being in love to not being in love anymore. Well, like, they fucked up.
Exactly. And he's like, oh, I admit I'm biased. And it's like, Well, okay, that's fine, but how can you go from loving someone to hating someone? Well, easily, and then you have to do one. Like, if someone punches you in the face, you don't love them anymore. It's quite simple. It's not that difficult to understand.
So that does mean that there must be a feeling of negativity developing towards Nedda across the board, even with their fans.
Big time.
The stands.
Big time. The stands are mad.
Well, honey, you only know who the villain of the show is when you watch it.
We should look on Twitter now.
Yeah, we should. Now we're free from being spoilerised.
Yeah, but we're not though, because we're still
behind. There's always a spoiler to come.
We're always behind.
Should we wrap it up?
Yeah, let's wrap up. Look, we're nearly
Thanks
at
for
the 2 hour
listening.
mark.
If you've made it this far...
Hashtag...
Hashtag what?
I don't know.
Hashtag nothing better to do.
Oh God. Come on, girls, help us out. Wrap it up.
Right. Buy my book. Just basically, I just scrawled notes. I'm going to publish them. It's called BB Can Season 5.
The first 8 Kit Girl audiobook is coming soon.
Read by me.
I'm just recording it at the moment. It'll be very good. There won't be any cats meowing in the background.
Follow me on Twitter, BB_superfan.
Hold on. You don't say your fucking name first.
I'm taking over the podcast.
Follow me on Twitter, LightUpVM. If you think I'm rude to Gaz on this podcast, then fuck you. You fucking come on and be nice to him.
It's hard to be nice to me.
Can you send us some feedback? bbonblastpod@gmail.com and...
give us a retweet, especially if your name is Arissa Cox.
Love you, Arissa. Love you, Sister Speak. Love you, Arif, Joseph, Matthew, P. Who else?
Being loud.
Molly. Who else? Oh, there's loads more. Laurie. There's loads more. I forget. Anyway, love you.
Bye.
Here's hoping big things for Williams HOH. Bring it on.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye, bitches.